Look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Such a story finds me that you'll search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. You can't tell me it's not worth dying for. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. Look into your heart, you will find there's nothing there to hide. Take me as I am, take my life. Then all I would sacrifice. Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. Oh, there's no love like your love, and no other could give no love. There's nowhere unless you're there all the time, all the way, yeah. Your heart, baby. Oh, you can't tell me it's not worth trying for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. Yeah, I'd fight for you, I'd love for you, walk the wire for you. Yeah, I'd die for you. You know it's true. Everything I do, oh, I do it for you.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy JJ. Fluger, what's going on? Welcome to another Randomness at its finest. Sorry for the late start, but I had to get me some dinner, and it got late. So yeah, I'm late. Yeah, but that's okay. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm happy to see everyone. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Well, as great as it could be anyway. It's been a hell of a weekend. And I do have an announcement when more people show up. Anyway, how you doing, Fluger? I ain't seen you in a minute. Hope everything's all right. Oh, yeah. Don't really know what to talk about at the moment, but give me a minute. I might come up with something. You know what I mean? You're okay. Okay, that's a little vague, but okay, that's cool. Uh, and I can only read so much into it, so don't sound so um happy about it. But that's okay. Hey, Pixels, links in the chat. Sorry I'm late. My dinner was late, so it put me a little bit behind. Uh, hey, Allie, what's going on, darling? Going pretty good. Waiting on some guests to show up. You're more than welcome. You know that. Uh, waiting on Pickles to get his shit straight because, well, you know, it's LDG, of course. You know, he's always got to get his shit straight. Um, mm, yeah, I've got a couple small things to speak about this evening. One of them everybody knows. The other one, not so much. But I don't really know how interested people will be in being that. But I'm waiting for some more people to show up. I hate repeating myself, so um, that's fine, Allie. Do what you got to do. Thank you for joining me, though. It's greatly appreciative. Uh, LDG, Pflugerville. You know, I, I love my viewers. I love my panelists. It means a lot when you guys join me. You know, because God knows you got better choices. You know, you guys choose me, and that just means a lot. Um, and I don't really speak this way, but uh, you know, when you guys come and hang out with me, I feel like I'm the luckiest man on earth. I feel somewhat blessed, you know, to have people that want to support me and come out and hang out with me. Uh, it's just, you know, I never thought, you know, I'm not even at 200 subscribers yet, but I never thought for 1 minute. Uh, Allie, you probably don't because I mentioned it briefly on in the waiting room this afternoon, but and only once. So, oh, that's sweet. That's sweet, darling. Really, I greatly appreciate that. But you know, one thing I'm gonna go ahead and mention: the passing of Lord Vader himself, David Prowse. Um, every month, every day, every year, we lose people. But you know, amongst the fandom, it's a heavy loss because David Prowse played a very, very large part in our childhood and early adulthood. If you've seen any of the movies, uh, mainly the original trilogy and Rogue One, even though that wasn't David in the suit in Rogue One, but still Lord Vader himself. Um, you know, of course, James Earl Jones did the voice, but you know, it's a great loss to the fandom, to the community. We all feel it because you know, even though David Prowse wasn't, what's the word I'm looking for? He wasn't given the notoriety that he deserved. Uh, he is who Darth Vader was, his embodiment. Um, 6'3", 6'4", I think 6'5", somewhere around there. You know, he was a menacing presence in a black suit of armor, and it was a definitely a loss to the community. And you know, thoughts and prayers go out to his family. What's up, Slasher? You know, if you want to pop in, bro, the link's in the chat. You're in there. You know, if you wish. Positive Candor, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. Um, yeah, I was just just talking about. Hey, Aaron, how you doing, darling? It's so wonderful to see you. I wish you could join me, but it's a real pleasure to have you here. I'm still using your music uh, to open my stream up with, and whenever you get back up and running, I'm hoping you'll be able to do more. You know, I was talking about you know the passing of David Prowse. Um, of course, the embodiment of Lord Vader, of Darth Vader, is the main reason why this right here exists. Because ever since I saw the first movie when I was 4 years old, something about being on the dark side, something about having that kind of power and not really understanding it and what it could do. And then, later on, when the prequels came out, it just making more and more. Um, oh, really? You got another? No, you either got your computer fixed or you got a new one. That is awesome. Or a newer one, whatever. Um, I'm glad to hear that because you need to get on that music, girl. Oh wow, something as simple as a charger. Rise. Yeah, no, the Jedi is not as pitiful as people think, but their way of thinking is clouded, uh, mainly by the dark side. But yeah, it is a terrible loss, and my thoughts and prayers go out to the family uh, of David Prowse. Um, and I have another. Wow, my headset's tripping out. I'm sitting here talking to it, and it's talking about auto shutdown. Um, but yeah, I got another announcement. Some of you, well, anybody in the chat, really. Uh, if anybody knows Dee Dee Myers, what's going on? Great to see you. The Austinator, what's going on, man? Um, anyone that hangs around YouTube or hangs around the same inner circles as we all do, know who Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective is. Most people know who Tommy is. If you don't, then you need to get to know this man. Um, the man knows his shit. Toys, comics, stuff like that. He knows his shit. What's up, Mar? Great to see you. Thank you for popping in. Um, because tonight is the night that before Tommy had to leave. Uh, his father passed away. Oh hell no! I got a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. Culture Casino. What's going on, brother? Good to see
Hey,
you.
what's going on, JJ? I've been missing you, buddy. I got a couple minutes before I'm obligated to do some other stuff. And oh my gosh, AFK's here. What's going on?
Hey.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am, I
Kaleo.
can.
Awesome. Hey, howdy.
What's going on, pretty lady? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm having a nice chill time, if you catch my drift.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I thought I'd stop in and say hey.
Yeah. We're getting actually here in Florida.
Mhm.
I know this cold front's moving across the U.S. pretty harshly right now, and for the next couple of days, we're even going to be, for us, is going to be quite cold. Highs in the low to mid 50s, lows into low to mid 30s. It's coming across everywhere, and actually, I love it. Oh wow! Hey, Allie.
I got two lights going on. Sorry, I'm still doing stuff, but I can like hang in and listen in for a bit.
That's all
Hey,
good.
everyone.
Thank you for popping in. Who else do I got down here? Oh, we got the infamous geek. There we go. LDG Pixels. What's going
How's
on?
that?
Going on? What's happening?
Culture.
What's
What's
going
going on? How you been?
Hey, I've been doing all right. I'm better than most, and I can't complain. I never will. I'll complain about my internet. I'll complain about that. But other than that, everything's been lovely. I'm very blessed to get to do some traveling here real quick, which is good. I don't live in an area that's locked down like all kinds of craziness. And I'm just keeping busy. I get to hang out with great friends, and I get to promote great people like LDG Pixels. Get to hang out with AFK Bard. I got people that I know. I get to hang out with here on your stream. I'm pretty happy. I couldn't
Yeah,
be happier.
I'm jealous. You get to hang out with AFK, man. I'm jealous.
I know. I love it. I'm very fortunate. I always tell everybody I'm fortunate. I'm blessed.
Oh my
I will
gosh.
count each and every one of them and be thankful. LDG
Well,
Pixels is out there helping everybody that's got all kinds of computer problems. I have to appreciate that more than you could possibly know, my friend. And I like promoting you. So
I appreciate that so much.
you
awesome,
betcha.
awesome.
You
And
betcha.
I'm digging. And believe it or not, Bard, seriously, um, I'm a lurker most times. Excuse me. Woo. I'm a lurker most times, and I'm not a reader. I really ain't, and I'm not much into audiobooks. But I'm really getting into your book readings at night. That is a
Oh.
wonderful idea, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Thanks. I think I'm pretty darn rusty, but I do appreciate the compliment. I started a new book. If you like fantasy, so
Yeah, I saw that big old thick book. I saw that.
yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
like
turn off the light.
I like fantasy. Is it like 50 Shades of Grey?
No, it's
Oh,
Not that kind of fantasy.
oh my
no.
gosh.
20 Shades?
Tisk. No, it's the Sword of Shannara. It's Terry Brooks's very first book of the series.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Cool.
Didn't they
Yeah.
do a movie or a TV show about something like that?
They did a TV show that kind of just like took all of them and kind of smushed them into one show. It was okay. They cast it well, but the book is way better. I only ever read one other of the series and I didn't like it. And so I promote this one as a really good standalone, which it is. You don't need it to, you don't need to go on. It has a very solid ending. So I like it.
Cool.
So,
Yeah, I think what it called what is how do you pronounce it?
The Shannara Chronicles.
Shannara Chronicles or something like that.
Indeed. It's actually on the television show is on Netflix. At least it was. I don't know if it's still there.
Okay, yeah, no, I saw it there, but I didn't know what it was about, and I'm not too keen on checking
Yeah.
out stuff I don't know about.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like the Impact movie to Armageddon. You know how like those movies were very similar.
Mhm.
Deep Impact. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So it's like that with Lord of the Rings, where there's a sword that's involved instead of a ring, but there's a whole bunch of like races that are like fighting each other, and it's very high fantasy, but the series itself is set in the future. It's like one of the ideas that human race wiped itself out, and then all of these different races kind of came up from it. So it's kind of cool.
What's going on, Austin?
What's going on, guys? Just
Hey, Alternator.
what's up, Dandelion? Just just living the dream, I guess.
Right.
I'm trying to accomplish my 3 daily goals still. So,
Well, good luck with that.
well, I already did my 5K. I'm currently posting an item to Etsy, and then I just have to do some yoga later. And then that's my 3 things, and I did those 3 things every day this month.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
well, cool. I'll get back with you on that yoga one. Really?
Yeah, so I do yoga every morning. It's called getting out of bed because it takes yoga for that to happen.
There you go.
You know what makes getting out of bed easier? Doing yoga every day.
That is a good point.
I ain't got no problems getting out of bed. I sleep in a recliner. All I gotta do is sit up.
Oh, JJ.
So what else is going on, culture? I ain't talked to you, in really any depth in a while.
Yeah, no, I think the channel's grown quite a bit. I'm 20 away from 1,500, so we've had some big growth.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I know we're getting there. They monetized me, which was amazing. Couldn't believe that happened.
Yeah, I saw that, man. Congratulations on that.
Well,
Yeah, I go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, I think your show is pretty middle ground. So
Oh yeah.
I think that it's more like approachable by every side. So I'm not surprised you got monetized.
Yeah, I try to keep on my channel. Try to keep the politics out of it. Right now, you unfortunately, because most of the subjects that I cover have politics injected in it. Sometimes it's almost unavoidable, and so you have to kind of navigate the way that you talk about it, so you're not in a position where you're offending half of your audience, which is what Hollywood's been doing for the last big period of time. But no, I mean, I stand with people more than I stand with companies and stuff like that. I don't stand with ideologies. So it's just a different place to live in. But obviously everybody knows, well, many people know where I lean politically, and it's neither on the two main party sides. So I don't fit. I've never fit in a box. I've never been in a box. I'm a square peg for a round hole, I guess. But
I gotta say, I was left too.
Yeah.
I've been hanging out in the box most of my life, but the past 5 years or so, I've learned to think more outside of it.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a political person at all. I literally live under a rock. But as far as everything else goes, I've learned to look outside of the box, because the box gets boring, ideas get clouded, and nobody ever learns to think for themselves. Right. So you got to think outside of the box. You need to break free of the walls, and just like LDG Pixels here, when he launches Project Prometheus, that is definitely going to be so far out of the box. Ain't nobody going to know what they're going to think about it.
I love to give people a headache, but I say you got inside the box, you got outside the box, and then you got the people who realized there's boxes all around that box, inside of a box, with so many boxes around that. So there's so much outside the box is so subjective. Once you see that you're trapped in a universe of boxes, then you go forward from there. You might see more possibilities.
Dude, you're making this Inception. It's kind of trippy, so you're freaking me out, man.
It's the beautiful of the universe. The universe actually maintains that.
Well, Bard, how would you like it if you got on a platform like YouTube or like Instagram or like Facebook or somewhere like that? How would you like it if you could get on there and know that your content is yours and nobody else's? Because because of StreamYards, because of Parler, because of YouNow, because of YouTube, your content is not your own.
Your channel is not your own. You just live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You're renting.
What I promote.
I would
Yeah.
say
Oh, yeah.
that I used to use a photo website for photography, and you can put your stuff there digitally, but it was still yours on your camera. So technically, I did own that.
What web
But
shots was it?
I'm trying to remember what it was now. It was so long ago. I still have an account on there too.
Flickr, was
But
it?
yeah, I think it was Flickr. I like did a lot of photos of my cat. That's sad, I know, but they were really good. So shush.
If you like
Well,
the
no.
cat, then take pictures of the cat. That's all cool.
Yeah,
Hey, cats are very photogenic if you can catch them right.
yeah, it's true. They just sit majestically. My
I just took
dog is a
photos
little
of
shit.
yarn. So that's one up on my photos of yarn. But look,
You
it's got
actually,
sequins in
you
it.
That's so
actually
cute.
take,
It's
you
glittery
actually
and
take
has
pictures of
sequins.
yarn.
Yeah, I
Wow.
dyed it.
That's fancy.
See, it is little sequins.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
It's soft.
Wow.
Wow. Cool.
So where are you gonna be at tonight? Culture.
Oh
Comics
yeah,
City?
no, yeah. I'm gonna go be hanging out over at Comics. In fact, I got to go do show prep for that. But I just get a chance to hang out with all these great people, man. And I've been missing you everywhere else that we used to see each other. So I had
Well,
to show up, hang out.
I had to break out of that. Back to the same topic of conversation. I had to break out of my box. I don't hang around Mary's channel much anymore. I love the woman to death. She's a wonderful woman, but I figured, all right, let's see what I can do on my own,
Oh, yeah.
and try to make something of myself. And I don't think I'm doing too bad. I'm a little shy of 200 subs. So, and the
Yeah.
first 100, and the first 100, I didn't do a damn thing to get. So
It takes a lot of work. I wasn't prepared for the amount of work that it takes, JJ, and I'm here to support you, my man. I'm here to support everybody. I'm
I know
universally supportive. I am.
dude,
I am.
literally for a man. Okay, literally for a man. No offense to anybody else out there that are content creators, and I'm not throwing shade at the women either. But for someone to come in like you did, out of nowhere, dude, like a blinding, like the Flash in the beginning, man, just a blur. And then now you're monetized. Look at it, man. It's possible.
I had a lot of help. I believe in the forces of karma. And I think if you help others, you get that help returned. And I'm all about it. And like I said, I mean, I'm there for everybody. Ask AFK. I'll support you 3 ways a Sunday. And JJ, if you want to grow this beast, I will help you grow this beast. We will get you on my schedule for building you an intro. We'll get this stuff together, man. I love everybody.
This guy down here was supposed to be making me an intro.
Oh, LDG's
but
working on it. All right.
Yeah. I got a special project in mind.
Ooh.
Tailored to my name. So, and he knows what the scene is, and we're just trying to think. Trying to build it up to where I can be incorporated into it. And he's been doing good with a lot of different intros. Even if you tried it, Culture.
If he's on your creative side and you know what he's doing, that is a great place to start. I always ask people 5 or 6 different questions before I even begin. I'm like, do you have art? Do you know what you want it to look like? Do you got music? Do you have music in mind? And what is the tenor of your channel? What do you want it to be? And then I go from there.
Well, actually, my channel is exactly what it is. I just do live streams because I used to be tech savvy, but as technology progressed, I didn't progress with it.
Well,
I know how to record videos all day long, but don't ask me to edit them or add anything into them because I don't know how to do that. Overlays, forget it. I don't even know where to begin. That's why I got LDG hanging around, because eventually he'll be able to, somewhere along the way, help me with that.
I think we should be. Oh,
For
no,
right
I'm
now,
sorry, JJ.
no. But for right now, anybody can hit that big red button. Go live. That's easy.
Right.
That's
Oh,
the easy
yeah.
part.
And
JJ,
it's awesome.
there's a person I follow. Are you on Instagram at all?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
You need to follow a woman called Michelle C. Smith. She
Okay.
does like here I can show you. You don't have to be able to see it. You can see she does like baton work, but she does all kinds of cool stuff like that. Like,
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I know this woman. I've seen a lot of her stuff.
she's awesome.
Yes.
I thought of you every time one of her thingies comes up. I'm like, oh, I should tell JJ about this.
Oh no, you ain't got to tell me. I know about this woman.
She's awesome.
Yeah, every time she puts a lightsaber in hand, she does nothing but just.
Or even
On-
anything. Anytime she does classes too. You could like take her classes.
No, I'm not physically capable of doing anything like that. I am physically limited. Even though I don't really look like it, I look like a normal person, but my body's eat up. But yeah, I've saw that and I'm like, oh man, where were you 20 years ago when I was really wanting to get into saber fighting?
Yeah, I think she was probably like 6, but 20 years ago. She doesn't look very old.
Thank you for making me feel like an old man.
I'm older than you.
That don't mean a damn thing.
Well, like I said, I think that at some point, people who with tech savvy like LDG Pixels, and me to a certain extent, although I'm clearly not as tech savvy as LDG Pixels is, but we should be teaching classes on how to edit videos because it's not complicated.
Well, yeah, I've seen you pull off some pretty immaculate stuff.
It's a software, dude. I'm nothing special. I promise you.
I make really bad fan bids.
No,
so I can work an editor.
I like that.
Well,
the Grant Gustin one was pretty good, if I remember correctly.
Thank
well,
you.
well, all the memorabilia you got piled up around your couch. Hey, that's good enough for me.
There you go.
Oh, shucks, thanks.
And
I know it's sad.
I saw the car Dune and I was jealous.
Oh, I was jealous too.
Yeah, thanks. I kept seeing it like pop up in streams, like it was like this coveted thing, and then I was like, I saw a close up of it, and like it's her face. Like they did such a good job with it, and so I was like, I gotta get it. But there was only like 2 left when I bought it, and I was like, okay, gotta get it.
Yeah. And at the end of my collecting, that was the only thing I was buying was the Black Series figures. Because
oh yeah,
not the articulation, but just the way the actual figure looked compared to the 3 3/4 size carded ones. They were beautiful. I didn't care if the movies were successful or not. The figures themselves were absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yeah, if she's
I'm
any indication, I'm gonna get some more from them.
Yeah. Because when the Last Jedi came out, I bought Luke, I bought Rey, I bought Kylo Ren, and they were beautiful figures. I don't care if the movie was crappy or not. The figures themselves turned out really good. But I had I had literally stacks of them, boxes of them. Because every time I go to GameStop or Walmart, I'm like, oh hey, look, I don't have you. Come here. I love them.
Yeah. I wish I would still maintained my healthy collection of action figures, but I have plenty. And between my attic and my parents' basement, I have a pretty good section of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s. So I'm covered. I think 40 years worth is enough.
Oh man, I almost made off with my my brother's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. But my mom was like, nah, I have to ask him if he wants them first. And I was like, damn it. Because he had like all of them, and he had like the mobile, the van. He had like the sewer thing. It's like, man, I loved playing that. He even had April O'Neil. And I was like, thank you.
Don't let Tom hear you say that.
Scoot for a bit, JJ. But if you're still here in a little while, I'll probably come back. But
I'm going minimal 2 hours.
All right,
so
I gotta go make some food and stuff like that as well. So
it was nice to meet you, Dandelion Fluff.
See y'all a little bit later.
Bye.
Later on.
Take care.
Yep.
Well, I have to
You
step off too. I have to step
Yeah, I
off
know,
too.
I know.
So you guys have an incredible evening. JJ, if you're up late and I'm not headed to bed, although I have an early day tomorrow, I might pop back in. But anyway,
Yeah, minimal 2 hours, at longest 3. So I don't know how long comics normally goes for,
well, we'll see.
but yeah, just look and see if I'm here. Come on in.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, and then next week I'll be traveling, but the following week, if I'm still allowed in your chat, heck, why not? I mean, I like
Dude.
hanging out with people. Yeah.
All right, culture. I'm going to tell you this right now, and I tell everybody this that is not really aware of that. I put you in the DM group chat for the for the channel for the show.
Mm-hmm.
You have an open door.
Oh, beautiful. Well, then you should expect to see me from time to time with relative frequency. But
I hope so, because I do. I miss hanging out with you also.
yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a lovely evening. Everybody out there in the chat, everybody here on the panel, thank you so much. Have a great night. See you soon.
Have a good one, culture.
All right.
Oh yeah. Oops, I forgot there were chat. There's a chat on this because I'm on my phone and I haven't used it in ages. So, hello, people.
I'm surprised you're even on StreamYards on your phone, because I've been noticing lately that
They updated it.
Oh, did they?
They updated it now. Now, when you have your phone plugged in with StreamYard, you should actually see your battery going up.
Well, no, I'm talking about the glitch. Hey, your camera's disconnected, your mic's disconnected. It's a phone. It's all one piece. How's it disconnected?
It's coding. It's the way they program it. But like I said, they came out with the recent patch, and it's done wonders for the cell phone. So far, I haven't seen any issues yet, but we'll see. It's a recent patch.
Anything new they added that you know of? Or
Yeah, the feature the feature that blew up your cell phone battery. Yeah, they removed that.
Really? Any idea what it was?
Yeah, it was called optimization, because since it was because these companies, they do this. They'll release software incomplete. It'll still be in beta mode. And in beta mode, you have to have extra code running, extra things running, where the program's working 5 times as hard. They didn't optimize it yet. It looks like they finally optimized it. They turned off a lot of the debugging features and whatnot. So now the program is just doing what it's supposed to be doing and nothing extra. So it's not killing your battery as much. It's not pulling a drain on your resources as much, which is causing it to work faster. So those moments where it says disconnected microphone or disconnected video camera, that usually happens because you're tripping over your own feet. The program's running so much that it missed a particular moment where it was supposed to check for the video camera, and it got lagged out, which kicked you out, which gets you kicked out temporarily, which once it refreshes, and then you pop back in. So hopefully, because of what they did, that they solved 2 birds with 1 stone.
Well, that's good, because I know it happens to a lot of people, but my phone gets so hot you cook an egg on it. I'm glad they fixed that, because in all honesty, I don't know if it's happened or not, but I do believe it can get hot enough to literally blow your battery.
What phone do you have?
I use it's called a ZTE, Zebra Tango Echo.
Oh, okay.
Pro Max. It's my phablet.
Mm-hmm.
It's my phone and my tablet. It's a big phone.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I've never heard of that before.
No, I call it a phablet. A phone / tablet. Yeah.
Well, no, I meant the ZTE part.
Yeah.
There's a reason why.
Oh, is it like is it from a different country?
I don't know.
Might as well be.
I use T-Mobile as a carrier, and that's who I bought it from, because instead of paying $1,100 for a phone, I'll go buy a prepaid and just have them put my SIM card in it. It's a lot cheaper that way. I only paid a couple $100 for that phone, and I've had it for over 6 years now.
Yeah, I think ZTE used to be. They used to sell computers under the name E-Machines.
Mm-hmm.
I remember those. Yeah.
Okay, that was a joke. That was supposed to be funny.
Oh,
well, yeah. I took it seriously.
I was delayed.
E-Machines are like the worst computers you could ever buy. They were like cheaper than Packard Bells.
Oh man, I remember the bells. Our school had those.
Back when they
Yeah.
were still called Packard Bell, now it's just Hewlett Packard now, or HP.
Yep, I have a Google Pixel, the newer one. I think the 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Occasionally it lags though, so you
That's
get
what
it for the price.
Well, all Hanstar uses. He's got a Google Pixel phone also, but he also has got tablets. He's like a firm believer in Google, and he never really has any problems with it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's pretty darn nice because it literally is just like all of my stuff is connected to it and I just don't have to do anything. And it's got a really cool fingerprint thing on the back. And you can also have, so it's like, it's cool. You can put in your password or use your finger. And it even works with my bank app. I'm like, sweet. It's like the lazy phone.
Well, mine's got a fingerprint scanner on it also, but it was just so difficult to use. It's like, man, first you have to hit a button to light the phone up. Then you got to put your finger on there. But if you didn't put it on there just right, it didn't work. I'm like, screw it.
Yeah, this one has I don't know how they operated on the older ones, but it's like it had you put your finger on it, right? And then they were like, you had to just roll your finger all over it. And so it would get like every single angle and it wouldn't accept it until it did. And so like I can tap it with the side of my finger. It's so cool.
Okay. All right, Sugar. I got a suggestion. Take it or leave it. Like I said, I've been watching lurking most of the time on your book streams. I noticed either when you was on Culture Stream or the last book stream you did, your hair seems like it's pretty long.
It is.
Why don't you ever let it down?
I don't know. I like it up, but I like having long hair. So it's like, two different things. I'm having a cake and eating it. Ha.
Well, but like I said,
Says my favorite saying.
Well, yeah. Who don't like cake? Come on, who don't like cake?
Yeah, but it's kind of messy because I haven't seen a hair person in like almost a year. So I'm waiting.
Well, it was just a suggestion. Like one time, just take that hat off for a moment.
Oh yeah, if you look for it on somebody's stream, I don't even remember who. My hair was down that one time. So it's out there, the elusive golden goose.
Now I'm gonna tell you what, you really, really threw me off one day. You was on somebody's live stream, and I don't know if I had popped in or not. I don't remember, but they didn't have the nameplates up, and I'm like, who is this woman? You had your hair pulled back. You didn't have the hat on. I'm like, who is this woman? I was like, why does that voice sound familiar? And then when I found out it was you, I felt so stupid. Like, I should have known.
I think that might have been Thomas's celebration stream. I don't often not have a hat.
Yeah, I know. That's why it threw me off for one. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's not Bard. She ain't got a hat on. Wait a minute.
Yeah, well, no. I sometimes surprise.
Well, yeah, you do. You do. Sometimes you do, and you do a wonderful job of it.
Why, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Austin, what are you doing? What's up with the picture changing, man?
It's entertainment.
Yeah, I was trying to find the right picture, and I think I picked the right one.
It's a beautiful face.
Why this?
Thank you.
I know this is not you. What the hell?
Well, see, I try to go with what my mood has been this entire year, and I think it encapsulates it perfectly.
You look really happy.
Well,
that's me being silly.
Sorry to be so blunt, but me personally, my entire outlook of the whole year, or however you want to word it, is just
Indeed.
And if it don't like it, here, take 2. They're small.
I was looking down and I was like, he didn't say anything. And then I looked up and I was like, yeah.
Yes, my dear. When it comes to me, you need to pay attention.
I mean, I could change my profile picture to something weirder.
Oh, please don't.
I dare you.
Oh, hell, even I can do that. Hang on. There we go. There's that. That ain't so weird. But then again, introducing, ladies and gentlemen, the I Don't Care Bear.
Aw. Very sweet. I bought my dog a ball today and he won't stop playing with it.
Well, yeah, it's a new toy. Of course, he won't stop playing with it until he's worn it out, or he decides there ain't nothing in the middle of this thing. What am I chewing on?
No, this one accidentally squeaks. I wasn't intending for it, but when I got home, I figured it out.
Pixels done went and bailed on me.
Oh no.
But no, I know where he went. He probably went to stretch his legs, go smoke a cigarette, and all that good stuff.
That is a mighty fine beard. Ostinators.
I was going to say, thank you.
I like yours too.
Oh, please lie to me some more.
Oh man, you guys are great, and that's not a lie. That's just
seriously.
poorly timed.
No. When a woman pays me a compliment, I take. Oh hell!
Where did she go?
Perfectly timed exit.
Man,
that was out there, wasn't it? It's like, what the hell?
It was. I was like, wait a minute. She was saying all these nice things, and then she just left. Like all those people, like in Avengers Endgame, just gone.
Damn, she was just up and said, "Okay, fuck this shit, I'm out." Damn, that was. Damn,
timing.
Yeah, she said that. Well, perfect timing. I'm like, oh shit, gone. Yeah, Allie, that's a distinct possibility. It might have been StreamYard or her phone, or she might actually accidentally touch something. Who knows? We'll see if she comes back or not. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate that. Even though it's kind of hard to see most of the time because I like keeping things dark. But anyway, like I was saying, anybody that doesn't know or does know, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. If you know who Tommy is, if you don't, you need to get to know this man. He knows his shit. He really does. He knows his shit. And I took his 9 o'clock Monday slot when he had to step away from YouTube and everything else. And oh, her phone died. Okay. Yeah, that's good. You just like perfect timing. And then poof, you're gone. Like, okay. That was kind of cold. But I understand. We all have that problem. But he knows his shit. He knows his toys. He knows his toy lines. He knows books. He knows music, his TV shows, his movies. He knows a lot of stuff. And every Monday night at 9 o'clock, he would do a live stream called Retro Discussion. It's about when entertainment was still great. Late 70s, 80s, 90s. Movies, music, TV, games, toys, books, anything back then. And Wednesday night at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be doing another live stream and doing an honorary episode of Retro Discussion with me and Tommy and anybody in the DM group. If you got some yeah, watch how you say that word timing again, Bard, because the last time you said that, poof, you were gone. That was ultimate timing right there. but anyway, yeah, we're doing an honorary episode of retro discussion. It's going to be me and him. I invited another one of the regular crew, Slasher McSplitter, to come on. He said he would show up if his internet, is doing okay then. And anybody else, you got some stuff from the late 70s, 80s, 90s, toys, any of the above categories, you're more than welcome to join us. Um, and especially with what Tommy's finding now, because he went up to clean out his dad's house, and his dad was legitimately beyond a hoarder. Beyond. He never threw a damn thing away. He kept everything, and he is coming up with solid gold. Tommy is finding a small fortune in toys and collectibles and other things, train sets, um, all kinds of genres. G.I. Joe, Star Wars. I think he found some Beanie Babies. He might have found some Legos in there somewhere. He-Man, Batman, Marvel, DC, all kinds of stuff. Comic books. The old 45-inch record with storybooks. All kinds of stuff. So everybody's invited to come and check it out. It'll be Wednesday night. Right now, I got the time worked out with him around 9 o'clock. I'll talk to him probably the next day or so to work out the final details of it. So, you got everybody's welcome. Everybody plus anybody that I can bring in, anybody he can bring in. Pickles, you can come in if you want. If you have anything you want to talk about, the stuff that you enjoyed as a kid, no matter what the topic. Austinator, I know you're young, but even you have your favorites, and I know what we call our childhood. You can call classic, whatever. If you feel like it, if you think you have anything to offer, you're more than welcome to join us. Also,
Yeah.
Dandelion, Allie, you're welcome. Also, AFK Bard, you got toys galore. I know you probably have some stories. You're welcome if you want to join us. You know, is a special version of randomness at its finest, but not so random. What are you looking at, Pickles?
Couple things.
Are they interesting?
Nothing in particular. Not as interesting as I'd like them to be, but interesting enough.
Well, Pornhub is whatever you make it. You look for whatever.
Indeed.
Man, how do you know that? That's what's killing me right now. How do you know that?
No, what?
even AFK Bard, indeed.
Indeed, right?
You're too nice of a young lady. You don't look at that stuff. Or if you do, it's none of my business. Don't everybody speak at once.
I am not, man. I'm sorry. I'm like doing 3 things at once here, trying to support some other live channels going live. I'm looking up analytics. I'm looking up on any dirt I can find on you on the internet. I am a lot of stuff.
I know he's not stupid. He's in college, for crap's sake. Well, even that's kind of questionable, depending on who you are. It's like, do you really need to be there? But
True.
what did you say your major was going to be? What, game development, something like that?
Well,
That's
I'm
like
going for
science.
computer science, but I do want to get into like gaming because I did learn a little bit of that in VOTech, or the vocational program that I went to at my high school, and it would be interesting to get my hands in, or get hands-on experience.
He's the man to talk to. Right.
Yeah, gaming is a interesting field of computers. There's so many, whether you're going to be a coder or a wireframer, rigging, graphics, so just general 2D graphics, drawer. There's a lot of different things. It depends on what field you want to get into. Now you can do what I did and try to knock out every single one, but it takes a lot of work. I mean, I didn't get out of college until I was 29, so a lot of things to hit up. And then you got like if you're going to be a while.
He's only 31, so yeah, he's doing pretty good.
Who, me?
It was a joke, Pickles. Come on.
Yeah, very funny. Haha, yeah. Mute. Thank you.
Because I know that I'm not going to go into like the art side of things, because I will say right here, right now, I am an awful drawer. I can barely draw stick figures.
Wow. Have a good night.
Well, there's some pretty good stick figure games that made millions. But
you're always welcome.
Draw.
Yeah, you're always welcome, Bard. Thank you for showing up. What the hell?
Yeah, a lot of the wireframers, they trace. It's only like the concept design artists that actually have to draw. Yeah, if you're looking for 3D modeling, a lot of what you do is just tracing. Somebody else draws it.
I trace like a fool, man. I'm good at it.
And some of them you don't even do that now. They got the some of the Sculptress where you can 3D render model animation or model design just by sculpting 3-dimensional clay. It's pretty cool, like a paintbrush, and you're just sculpting with a paintbrush. But then you also have animation, which you're not doing any drawing whatsoever, and you're just rigging up a model and doing like run walks and jumps and throws, and you're just animating an already created 3-dimensional creation.
Okay, never mind. I was reading the chat, the group chat. I thought you were asking me for Danny's link, but I was about to apologize for it because I just now saw it. What's up with your throat, man? What'd you do? Holler too loud?
Yeah, I've just been talking a lot. It sounds like my voice is coming back a little bit. But I don't want to stress it out too much. Hopefully by tomorrow I can have a regular show. Thank God, because I couldn't have done a Pixel show today if I wanted to. I can't believe I got through Pixelate show waiting room as much as I did, especially with that huge match I had with Onzo today about Endgame. And the only thing that he could bring up was the box office numbers. Yeah, so we almost had a shouting match right there.
Most of the time, seriously, that's all anybody can come up with. And it doesn't matter what movie it is. Well, it did this at the box office. Well, that's not what I'm getting at. That's not what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, I tried explaining to him that even a better movie would make more box office, but that's besides the point. When you get into a nerd argument, it's about the facts, it's about, canon, it's about what you can actually talk about. It's not about just the box office. That's, I made the mistake.
And legitimately, Endgame did not beat Avatar. The only reason why it did was because they did a re-release of Endgame and put some extra scenes at the end of it.
And you know what? I was going to bring that up. And say, was it because of re-release? Because if it's a re-release, that doesn't count. That's cheating.
Endgame,
right? They did, didn't they?
Yeah. Endgame did its regular run in the theaters, but they turned around and re-released it and put in some deleted scenes or something at the end of it, and people actually paid money to go see that shit. 3 hours to watch some deleted seasons at the end. That's the reason why it finally beat
Oh,
Avatar.
Anzo. That's right. I'm so gonna Anzo, you're done. I'm gonna message him right now.
But no, hang on. Now, don't get mad now, because I liked Endgame. Because, like I said, to me, that was my comic book reading, because I've never read the comic books. It was good entertainment to me. Wasn't great. It was good. But yeah, that's the reason why it did what it did. Because they re-released it at the end of its 6 weeks, 8 week run in the movie theater. However long it is. They re-released it and ran it for another 3 to 4 weeks. That's what put it over the 2.5 billion, to beat Avatar. Hell, The Last Jedi even got over 1 billion, and it sucked. Well, I say that I like The Last Jedi, but yeah, it was deeply flawed. It was a great standalone sci-fi film, but it was less than mediocre Star Wars film. Well, hey Nancy, how you doing? Great to see you, darling. I hope you're still feeling okay. Allie, yeah, he's over on the Chaotic Conversation right now with Danny and Chris on Danny's channel. That's Comic Chat. Which I'm surprised you're
I
not.
was saying here,
Go ahead.
didn't beat Avatar.
Yeah, it did.
It still did. It says here, even with the re-release, it only made 2.76, and Avatar made 2.78.
Because they were all about it. Oh, it beat Avatar finally. Endgame is the highest grossing film of all time now, and they were talking all about it, man, when it happened a couple years ago. Back in 2018. So I don't know. Maybe somebody got their numbers wrong.
Now I'm reading two different things. All right, never mind. It did beat it, I guess. I gotta read more into this.
So, I was talking about this before you guys got in here. It sucks about David Prowse. I know he was an old man, but it sucks. We and not just Star Wars. We've lost a lot of great actors the past couple years. And it sucks because now what we're being left with is all the woke crowd and everybody trying to push their own damn agenda. Everybody arguing on Twitter about this, that, another. Who should be made this way? Who should be making this that way? All the great actors we're slowly losing left and right. And when I went to the grocery store today, I saw a magazine. I can't remember which one. On the cover was good old Betty White.
Oh no.
And Betty White, man, 98 years old, telling her story of how she's surviving the pandemic. I'm like, well, kick it, Betty. She's going to be around for a few more years. If not, she'll be the next one we lose.
just just the last couple years, it's just crazy. Like, just the amount, like, just the like star power in those celebrities, and then like they just die, and then they pass away. It's like it's more shocking in a way.
Yeah. Yeah,
And like,
there are some people, because she can afford the best health care there is,
oh,
and
absolutely.
and so she's going to live. Well, let me rephrase that. Okay, I'm not trying to wish no bad on nobody. That I don't want nobody to take that way. But if Betty White were to die tomorrow, that woman has had a very, very full life. She's got a lot she can be proud of. She's got a lot that she has accomplished. Um, that is one person I will be really sad to see go, because Betty White's been around for almost a century now. 2 more years, almost a century. Um, and it's hard to believe. Uh, not Peter Mayhew. David Prowse was 85 years old, and it's sad to say he did not get the recognition he deserves for playing the part he did. Um, but now that the community has felt the loss of someone that brought such the iconic bad guy to life. Of course, James Earl Jones did the voice, and that was beautifully done. But I'm talking about the embodiment of Darth Vader. Uh, it's a sad thing, and I said it early on, and I'll say it now. My thoughts and prayers are to the family of David Prowse. But it's a damn shame they didn't treat him with more respect than what they did.
And it is kind of like sad at points where, for like some actors who pass away, we kind of like, we don't really appreciate the work. Like, sometimes we don't really appreciate the work that they do until they're gone.
Pardon me, real quick. Hey, Drew, if you wish, DM me real quick. Sorry, someone I ain't seen or talked to. What's up, B? I'm sorry I didn't see you pop in, man. Thank you for
What's
joining
up,
me.
mate? Yo.
It's it's a damn shame. I'm sorry, it's a damn shame, because and it started with it started in Return of the Jedi. The ending scene when they take the helmet off. Okay, in all actuality, that was supposed to be David Prowse under that helmet, but they brought in another actor, and that was not cool. Not cool.
Yeah, that was wrong of them to do that. Especially for like you said before, for someone who's played the character the way he did, you would think that they would give him at least one. Like, it doesn't have to be like the biggest scene, but in that one scene where Luke takes the helmet off, it should have been him.
Well, in all actuality, what they did was, and it was shown in theaters, but as a non-monetized event, somebody rented out a theater. They went in and reshot that scene with Peter Mayhew under that helmet. I saw a documentary on that, and they couldn't release it. They couldn't show it because of because of Lucasfilm. But someone went in and did a remake of that scene and put not Peter Mayhew, that was Chewbacca, David Prowse in the helmet, in the suit again. And when they took, and I'm talking about full makeup, everything, like you see the guy that they hey Bill, how you doing? full makeup, everything, just like what was his name, Sebastian Shaw, that played Anakin in Return of the Jedi. Same makeup, everything, and it was David Prowse instead, and he looked phenomenal. I haven't seen the video of it or the remake of it, but I did see him in the makeup, and he looked phenomenal. He should have been there the entire time.
I
And
agree.
they should have never brought nobody else in. All right, let me do this. Let me do this. Drew. Make yourself useful. Yeah, Bill, um, I'm sorry about to hear about the pet. I know pets are considered children also. And my condolences, man. It's bad when you lose a family member, human or animal. Um, you know, my condolences to you, my friend. Um, I hope you guys get through this pretty well. Check your DM, man. Check your DM. I responded. Come on, bro. You ain't that. You know how this shit works.
Hey, Gigi, I need a minute, man. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
No, you're good. Do your thing. So let's run you through the paces a little bit, Austin.
Yeah.
What you got, man? I'm gonna go ahead
Oh,
and I'm gonna find some things out about you real quick. Um, games, toys, books, music. Talk about some of your older stuff. Like, I know you're not that old, but I know you've had to have experienced some of the greater older entertainment. You've seen Star Wars, so you know I know it goes back that far.
oh man. So all right. So back
Sure.
when I was younger,
What's
because
up?
Hey, what's up? Hey, put that on hold for a minute, Austin, if you don't mind.
Sure.
How you doing, Drew?
Oh, hanging in there, brother.
You sound like you just woke up from a nap.
No, just I'm just kind of just I don't know how to say it. Just kind of beat up mentally.
Blah.
It's just, dude. Ever since Friday and that last scare with my mom, dude, I'm just, yeah.
Well, whenever you get done and you're able to move around, um, I want you to do me a big favor. I want you to go to your mom and give her a big hug for me. Tell her I said
No, I
hello.
will, man. I always do that before I go to bed, anyway, or before she
Tell
goes to bed. So.
tell her I said hello if she remembers me. You know.
Yeah,
Well,
that,
other than that, how you, because the last time I spoke to you, you were having, I guess, some back issues or something, or some kind of.
no, we talked about a few weeks ago, wasn't it?
Nah, it's been longer than that, man. Maybe a couple months ago.
No.
Yeah, yeah. Well, about a month and a half ago. It's been a while. You were in a lot of you were in a lot of pain. So you were saying. I was just curious
Well,
how you were doing.
I went to physical therapy and shit. I didn't wind up getting surgery. I just went to physical therapy for that shit. Um, did it solve the entire problem? No, I've still got neuropathy in my right arm and pretty severe tingling in my right hand. But other than that, I mean, I'm able to move around and shit now. So I mean, the physical
Are, are
therapy helped.
are you able to use your right hand?
Yeah, I can use it, but
Okay.
but just you know, guess on the plus side, it's like a stranger.
I know. Trust me, I am no stranger to neuropathy. Except for me, it started presenting itself early on. When I say early on, I'm talking within the last 10, 12 years. Uh, in my feet and my legs. It's just now starting to show its ugly head in my hands. Um, it ain't bad yet, but I know with my feet, I know it's going to get a lot worse. So I feel for you, bro. I know it's not a comfortable feeling.
That's a pain in the ass, but I mean, I can type and I can game, so as long as I can do that, I'm good.
Cool, cool. Other than the headaches, man, how are you doing? I know mentally you wore out. Physically, you
Well,
feel like
yeah.
an old man. You know.
Oh, my mom had another scare on Friday because she had another like mini stroke or TIA or whatever you want to call it, and that wasn't good. And that just that really sucked. That put a damper on the weekend, obviously, and last couple days she's been just trying to get her strength back and recover a little bit, and you know, I mean, she's doing better than she was, but I was kind of pissed they sent her home same day. I kind of wish they would have kept her overnight, and that it kind of pisses me off. I feel like the hospital over closest to our house don't never have a good reputation anyway. It's always been kind of, you know, they fly by the seat of their pants at that one, and it's just, yeah, I'm kind of convinced that they really didn't do all they could have done.
Hospitals normally don't. I don't care how good the hospital is or how bad it is, because the one my Medicaid covers is
Yeah,
pretty much in the same boat that what you're talking about. They're not known to be the greatest hospital in town, but I was in that bitch for 5 weeks back in 2018, and 98% of the staff was just. I wanted to take every last one, all them women home with me. They were just pleasant, lovely, uh, constant care, constant everything. But the doctors wasn't worth a shit. Um, when I have 3 different doctors come in asking me the same questions about one of the same things wrong with me, I'm like, hey, don't you guys talk? Really? I keep telling y'all the same shit, but y'all
yeah.
ain't listening.
Looks like you want to ask him, motherfucker, do some networking.
The actual doctor, the MD that was looking over me while I was in there, he come in there one day, and I was so mad because literally, Drew, I had 8 different doctors walk in, 8 doctors for my heart, for my diabetes, and for my breathing. 8 different doctors, and I got tired of talking to people. He walked in, I looked at him, I'm like, "What the hell you want?" I was
Yeah,
tired of it.
man, they farm you out to all these fucking specialists, and it's like, Jesus Christ, man. It's like, don't y'all motherfuckers just talk to each other? Fuck,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah, yeah. I
Every
understand where you.
single one.
I
Every
understand where you
single
come
one of
from.
them should have a damn chart. They should know what the fuck's going on. I mean, fucking A, they got computers. The records are fucking archived. Pull up a goddamn fucking record.
Yeah, and they kept asking me because I had a minor heart attack, and I had all the guys in the ER talking to me. Well, how's your chest pains? Your chest hurt? How's your chest pains? I'm like, yo, I never felt a thing. Okay, thankfully, probably because of the neuropathy in my body. Um, because I didn't feel a thing. I just thought I caught pneumonia. And then every time one of them cardio doctors walks in, and it's like, well, how's your chest pains doing? How's your chest feeling? I'm like, really? I ain't never had no chest pains, man. Pay attention to me. I just saw you yesterday. Y'all ain't listening. I said, y'all come in here, dude. Dude, this is the biggest pisser of them all. I don't know if it's like this at y'all guys' hospital, but every single doctor, I don't care who the hell you are, they walk in, how you doing? Or how's it going today? And before you get the first sentence out of your mouth, they've already about faced and out the door.
Well, when she was having her TIA or or mini stroke, whatever, when she starts showing symptoms, I just first thing I done was just get her in the car. When I took her right over here, and you know, thinking back on it, I didn't want to take the chance, but I could have drove the extra 10, 12 miles and took her to the much better hospital
Well,
a couple
time was an
towns
issue.
over.
I understand why you did it.
But I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna take her nearest place, and that was that.
Yeah, even if you had called
And
911 and an ambulance took her, they'd have taken her to the same place.
oh yeah, they would have. Yeah,
Because it was closer.
yeah, because it's literally this is like a mile, like 1.2 miles away. So I mean, I took her right over there, but yeah, dude, I'm just I don't know. I was not happy. I thought at least they would keep her overnight for observation and check thoroughly on everything, and they really didn't. I took her. It would happen about 10:40 in the morning, and then we got out of there somewhere around I want to say about 7:30 at night, and I was like, you know, hmm, that's it was interesting to me.
All right. What I'm doing right now is oh, you're already in there. Shit. Oh, wait. Add this guy here. I don't know if you're much on group DMs, but from here on out, I do a stream every Monday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. I think you're Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You have an open door, man. I'll put you in the DM group. I put the link in there. Whoever wants to show up can. Um, you know, I miss hanging out with you, man. A lot of bad shit's happened, whether personally or on this damn platform. But um, whenever you can hang out, man, just come in. You got an open door. You're more than welcome anytime. Uh, and we don't get to hang out that much anymore. So I know it's a little thing called life. But hey, I'm still here for you. If there's anything I can physically do, I'm not the richest man in the world anymore, but hell, even if you just want to hook up and talk, get some shit off your chest, I got a private link. So I'm just letting you know, bro. I'm still here.
Well, what if I want to come in and flirt with your sexy ass?
Bitch, you know better than that. I don't fling that way, but I appreciate the compliment. I got a young lady in the chat that kind of flirts with me from time to time, but I know she don't mean nothing of it because she likes being single, and besides, she's in Canada, so that don't quite work out quite that much for me. Lovely lady too.
No, I'm giving you a hard time, but yeah,
I know that. I know that. Come on. You know I like them bald men. Why do you think I got LDG pictures here?
Yeah.
Got that ball head kicking. You know.
Well, I jabbered my jaws enough and let Austin finish what he was saying before he forgets what the hell he was saying.
No, he's young. He ain't gonna forget. He's just a. No offense, bro. He's just a kid. To our
So
standards.
is
To
he a
our
pup? Is
yeah.
he a pup?
Yeah. To our standards, he's a pup. Yeah. But believe it or not, I've got to hang out and talk with this young man quite a bit this past couple months. He's rather intelligent too. Kind of has to be. He's in college, going in, trying to get into the computer field. So he's got a head on his shoulders. He seems to know what he wants. Uh, well, yeah, Mar. See, and that threw me off yesterday. I think it was. I saw you for the first time without your hat on, and I was like, "Holy shit, he's bald too!" Freak me out.
Yeah, Mars got that. He's got that elder statesman type of look. He's still like aging gracefully.
Now you gonna hang out? You got to go? What?
No, I hang out for a little bit. I'm just on my phone because I got shit downloading on my computer, so I can't use my computer worth the shit at the moment because something's downloading.
Well, that's cool.
So
That's cool.
it's gonna be all laggy.
It's all right. All right. Now, Austin, what I was starting to ask you is, give me some of your retro content. What you enjoy, what you think's good. No, it could be movies, TV, music, games, toys, books, anything.
Ooh, okay. So I guess back when I was a kid, I actually used to have a VHS player.
Nice.
And I actually had videotapes, I believe, I remember one of them was like Daredevil, the 2002 Spider-Man. I think
when you say Daredevil, you talk about the Ben Affleck one?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think I had the 89 Batman as well.
Nice.
It's been a while since I had it, but it was great to have that. And oh man, it just, there's like certain things I remember. And I used to own a PlayStation 1.
Yep. I still have one. A fully functional one.
I think I didn't have a lot of games for it, but I remember one of the games was like a Buzz Lightyear game, and I think it was like I had like Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and
yeah, that wasn't the best Star Wars game ever. Sorry.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Man, books. Well, back when I was a kid, I was big into those Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, and I mean, the older ones are good. I think they're just those books that I can only read like at a certain age, and then after that, it's like, all right, these don't really age well, but at the same time, they're relatable because of just situations and just being that awkward kid who, because I kind of related to Greg at points, but I kind of grew out of that. But I also liked Harry Potter. That was another thing I was into. When I was in school, I would actually rent. I would go and get books at the books, and I would read them, and those are great. And now I own all of them. And games, like I talked about the PlayStation 1. I had a couple Game Boys.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
were they color? Were they color?
I think one was like the Game Boy SP. It was kind of like the DS, but it was like before the DS. it's kind of hard to explain. It has that same kind of like, it like folds up. It has like that DS type of like I guess model to it. But I had those Spider-Man Game Boy games, and I had a few other ones. And then I think I had like an old Game Boy. Like I think it was like the colored one, but it wasn't with the game wasn't actually colored. It was actually like a green screen, and it was like the dark shapes. I believe. I had a few games for that. I
had a first gen Game Boy. It was the original like calculator background, green background, black digital pixelated graphics and stuff. It wasn't bad, for the time. But man, when they started making them color and more animated, so to speak, I'm like, well, when I was on a Game Boy, what the hell?
Let's see what else.
All right, let me break it down a little bit easier for you. Give me something that you love the most. You ain't got to give me examples of everything I mentioned. Just like stuff that you loved as a kid, older media, something more fashion that you loved. Because me, that's a given. It's Star Wars. But I love Terminator. I loved the A-Team, Airwolf, Knight Rider. All kinds of older stuff. So, just what did you love the most as a kid?
God, you know what? I'm gonna say it was Star Wars, but it was also superheroes.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna give you kind of like an example. Back when I went to Ohio, like before YouTube started to be very strict with all the copyright stuff, the 90s Spider-Man show was, you could watch the episodes, you could find them easily, and the 90s Spider-Man cartoon got me into superheroes, and I always consider Spider-Man to be my number one, because not only was I introduced to superheroes at a young age, but I also, watched the Tobey Maguire films.
Right.
And
Toby.
And I will always say that Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man, even though Spider-Man 3 was garbage. But I always say Spider-Man 2 is probably the greatest superhero film of all time. And it just, I think a lot of it just comes down to just, I always look at a film, first and foremost as like, I try to like go into it with like this mindset of, okay, like as a kid, I didn't think about that stuff. Like
of course not.
Even if the movie was bad, I still loved it.
Right, man. Because even me, man, I love crappy films when I was a kid. You mentioned '89 Michael Keaton Batman. What about Christopher Reeve as Superman?
To be completely honest, I wasn't a huge fan of Superman back then. Like, I liked Superman, but at the same time, like, I never really preferred him. I think, and that also is me today, is like, I'm not necessarily the biggest Superman fan. Like, I like him, but when you look at characters like Spider-Man and Batman and just like characters like that, I find them to be a lot more interesting at times. But with Superman, actually, in terms of Superman content back when I was a kid, there was this animated film called Superman Doomsday, where it was basically like the Death of Superman movie, but it was like, it had like I think it was the actor and the animation from the animated show.
Yeah.
That I really liked.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that one. That was well done. It was I think it was done in the style of. I think you just said that, but pardon me, my brain just kind of blanked out. Like Batman the animated series,
Yes.
and that yeah, I seen that one and I enjoyed it. But as far as cinematically, I really suggest at least check out Superman 1 and Superman 2. 3 and 4 sucked. Um, but Christopher Reeve was Superman. Even compared to the crappy Saturday morning live action shows. I think his name was George Reeve that played Superman.
I think it was something like that.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of that, but Superman the movie and Superman 2, awesome. Uh, the continuity of it is for the day back in the 80s was stupendous because from my understanding they filmed both of those movies at the same time.
That I
So
never knew. I always thought they did it separately because they said that Richard Donner left during the production of Superman 2.
well, yeah, that's why they got the Donner cut. Um, but yeah, they if you look at it and the way certain events happen, uh, General Zod, Ursa, and Non was in the first movie in the very beginning, and that's right when they put him in the Phantom Zone. When Superman 2 starts, they pretty much start with the same thing, um, except for uh, a few minor additions. What they did, how they got caught, and then them going on trial. Um, I think you'll enjoy them. If you ever get around to it, or you feel like you want to check it out, watch the first two. Um, to me, it's better than Brandon Routh and Superman Returns, which was supposed to be the legitimate fifth Superman movie. Um, but then it might be okay compared to Man of Steel. I thoroughly enjoyed Man of Steel. A lot of people didn't.
Yeah, I'll be honest with Man of Steel. I liked it, but I didn't. I'm not the biggest stand for it. I'm not gonna say it's the greatest movie of all time, but I still think it was good.
Well, for a 2000s impression Superman, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I liked the way it was presented. Because with CG, man, it looked phenomenal. Um, but then when they did Batman versus Superman, Justice League, and all that other shit, it's like, all right, you guys fucked it up. The only great thing out of all that was Wonder Woman to me. And I say that because I haven't seen Aquaman, I haven't seen Shazam, um, but I thoroughly enjoyed Wonder Woman. I can't wait till '84 comes out. Um,
Well, that's going probably to streaming.
I
it's
don't
going
give a
to
shit.
it's going to HBO Max on Christmas.
Sweet. I'm gonna have to get HBO Max but wait until it's they're no longer charging extra for it. Like they did with Mulan. That was so fucked up. Um,
Oh, JJ, real quick, I don't want to interrupt. I just want to say,
go ahead.
by the way, if anybody out there has Ghost Recon Wildlands and can kind of teach me how the hell to play that game, that's what I got downloading at the moment.
You mean how to play it?
Well, yeah, just
All right,
how
no.
to.
Listen,
Yeah.
did you ever play any of the Far Cry games?
No.
Okay, all right. Someone's back here. Who is back here? All right, Slasher. What's up, brother?
Good, man. How's it going?
You tell me. We both know.
Chilling.
Cool.
Chilling
Did
like
you have
that,
a
chilling.
Did you have an okay time with family this weekend?
Yep. Yeah. Chilled with my mom and my sister. We all need food. It's good.
Cool.
Slash,
Awesome.
what up?
How you doing, Drew?
Chilling, bro.
No, but if you played any of the Far Cry games, Wildlands is a lot like that, except it's a massively larger version of better looking version of GTA. You drive vehicles,
Okay.
you fly aircraft, you're assassinating people. You can have up to 4 players playing cooperatively, or you have, if you're playing by yourself, you have 3 CGI companions that you can say, all right, give orders to. You go over here and attack. You go over here and attack. Take these guys out. I own the game on Xbox, and the time I played it, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Hey, Birdiful.
Well, I had it on Steam, or I have it on Steam, and it was like, I mean, outrageously cheap for the Black Friday sale, so I grabbed it. And yeah, the only thing is, I don't have.
Oh, he's still playing this fucking game. I see.
Yeah, I see that in the comments.
Yeah, he's still playing his fucking games. I see.
Prick. Fucking
Wait,
prick.
how is that possible when I'm in here?
Who do you
And
think?
I'm not on my computer.
Hey, Testy. It's Testy. He's still fucking with you. He's
What
still
the
going
hell,
around.
man?
He's still going around using your avatar. I've seen him do it.
Drew, he has no life.
What the?
Hey, Bone. What's going on, man? It's good to see you.
What the hell, man? I don't need this garbage, man. All right. Yeah, all this shit going on.
This person has no life, Drew.
Yeah,
Sounds
and
like kind of a dick move, that's for sure.
Haster didn't know it wasn't you, because that's how he's fooling. That's how he's popping in now, because he's starting to wear thin on people's patience, so he's finding other ways to get in. And I done told his ass. He started picking on fucking me, because when was it? Last month or the month before? It was in October. Yeah, that's right. It was in October, early October. Han came down and we finally met, and we hung out for the weekend, and we did a live stream from his hotel room. And he came on to Anthony's Dark Gift Comics stream one night, saying shit about me like hanging out in the hotel room with men and shit. And I told him, I said, dude, whatever fucking makes you sleep at night, man, I don't give a fuck. Say what you want. I don't care. You're not worth the air I breathe. And then proceeded to tell him to fuck off. Don't give him fuel. He'll fade away.
I don't. I don't engage with this guy. I don't know what the hell his problem is. He was going around on Twitter trying to tell people like, oh, that guy, all that Drew guy does is make sock accounts, blah blah blah. And I was laughing because like sock accounts, I don't even have the fucking time to check my Twitter feed three times a day, much less.
Now, Drew, I saw the video clip. I'll never forget it because it was the same day I called Rosetta out. I'll tell you about that later. That was hilarious. And dude, that didn't put you in a good light. But at the same time, this is why I called Rosetta out. But at the same time, I'm like, Rosetta, man, y'all are friends. Say something. And I started getting on her ass. I was like, speak up about this shit. She goes, I don't want to get in the middle of it. I said, fuck, you're on the panel. You're already in the middle of it. Say something. I was just nailing her left and right in the chat. And, and she finally called me out by name, and I told her to fuck right off. You're a fake. I called her all kinds of shit. I called her out on everything almost. So this shit was already going on, but you're still my friend, even though what you did was not necessarily the right way to go about it. If I can, I'll still stand behind you, and that's what she should have done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't have to get involved in anything, but if you tell somebody that you're their friend, and you see somebody being out of line and dragging their name through the mud, or trying to start some shit, and you happen to know that person, then you tell that person, hey, I'm their friend, this is what I know of,
Have a good night, Eli.
and you say your piece. I mean, that's not cool. And the fact that she's like, well, I don't want to get in the middle of it, but yet she tolerates it and enables it. That's what kind of soured me on talking with her. And she ain't talked to me since Testify started in on it. She hasn't even barely acknowledged I exist. So
Well, that's all right. I've almost, the only time I see her is on somebody else's stream. Darth Haster, Jedi Bill, even Admiral Franklin Oliver Doom, or whatever the hell his name is, Admiral Doom, on Sunday nights. That's the only places I ever see her. I don't go to her streams no more. Every once in a while, I'll pop in and fuck with her because I've made it known. I'm not gonna lie about this. Every time she starts in, she goes, "Well, I didn't do nothing." I said, "Rosetta, remember one thing and one thing alone. I am here to give you shit, and that's what I do. I give her shit."
Well, it just sucks because if somebody says,
"What, Allie? Come on, what, Allie? Shame on me? Come on, woman, please."
If somebody says they're my friend, I just expect them to,
I agree.
If my character's under attack, at least take up for me and say what the hell you know of me. Don't just sit there and be like, "Well, I can't say nothing because I ain't involved." That's a big
bullshit.
That's cowardly.
Yes. Now, Drew, you know the type of person I've presented myself to be on this platform so far. There has been an awakening, so to speak. LDG can attest to it. Slasher can attest to it. If you piss me off, you're going to fucking hear about it now.
Well, all I'm saying is, if somebody was talking shit about you and come into some stream and I was there, you better damn believe that they're going to get an earful. And I don't care if I ain't talking to you in a week, a month. If somebody comes in, talking mess about one of my friends, I'm going to step up to the plate and say, "Excuse me, I know the person, and I know that they're good people. I know what their character is. So I don't know about you, but I got a sneaking suspicion you don't know anything about them. And the person that you're trying to talk crap about, yeah, that's my friend. And I ain't going to sit by and listen to it."
Some of the first words he ever spoke to me, he called me a racist redneck. And I flat out told him, I said, "Dude, you don't even know who I am."
The first thing
you're basing this on my accent. You don't know who I am.
I don't think I even know who this person is.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
Oh, yeah.
So you're better off. You're better off. You're better off.
LDG got attacked. I backed his ass up for it for Bigger Ford Entertainment.
What's the point of going around attacking people? That just seems really lame.
When when you have no life and no talent, you need to find something else.
Yeah, it is lame. Believe me, it is lame.
We,
You
we, we,
know.
we, we smooth things out, but even I'm pretty sure you remember Drew, Sci-Fi Nation.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my shit on him on one of Jedi Bill's streams one night because he come in and it's like after 7 o'clock, this man turns like into a demon or something. He gets violent and combative, and I told him about his ass.
Well,
And after that, this is a whole different JJ, Drew. Don't fuck with me.
but the thing is, brother, here's a difference with Sci-Fi Nation. I know Sci-Fi Nation. I've known him
So
for
do
a
I.
while.
Yeah,
He's
so do
not
I.
a troll. He's not a troll. This is the people like the other people we're discussing are
Yeah.
trolls.
No, they're not trolls. They're fucking goblins.
And they look to spread misery.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what this dude is doing.
Now, rumor has it. Now, this is just rumor. Rumor has it, because I talked to a young lady that hangs around him, and he's doing something now. He's pissing everybody off. People that have backed him from the get go have walked away from him. From my understanding, he's almost literally bleeding subs.
Is there something else going on with him? Like, that sounds really weird.
No, he's just a dick.
That happens. I know a lot.
Well,
he's just a dick. He's been diagnosed. He's been diagnosed by JJ.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Dandelion, I'm not sure.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure if we've met, but I'm a writer for Bounty into Comics, and this whole thing originally, at least between he and I, it started because I had seen one of my friends was live one time, George Gatsis. I went into his stream, and this was way back in like June maybe. I went into George's stream, and Odyssey and Adega had happened to be in there, and they were up on the panel, and I typed in the chat, "Hey, what's up, Odyssey? What's up, Adega? What's going on, George?" And that's what I usually do. And the Testify dude was up there on the panel. First thing out of his mouth, he's like, because they said, "Hey, what's up, Drew?" First thing he goes, as soon as they said that, is like, "What kind of name is Drew? People with the name Drew should kill themselves." And that was the first word. That's the first words out of his mouth to me. Now he didn't know who I was, and the minute he said that, I was like, "Oh, really?" And I started talking a bunch of mess in the chat because he done pissed me off when he said that.
Yeah.
And then it just went from there. And he's like, "Okay, we got off on the wrong foot. George should bring you up on the panel." He's like, "I want to interview you, man. I want to interview you." So that's when the whole thing turned into that video that he circulated around. Mm-hmm. It was nicely, by the way, it was doctored, chopped, and edited to make me look the worst possible light that I could. So yeah, he put that out about me, and then he has just been on my ass ever since.
And Drew, do me a favor. If you can help it, try not saying his name.
Yeah,
Drew.
But he has tried to discredit. He's tried to discredit me as a writer. He's tried to get me fired from my job. He's tried to
really extreme.
Yeah,
I guess we never really got the concept of we don't like raise ourselves up by dragging others down.
Exactly.
Well, are we talking about testicles?
Yeah. Here's the thing, man. To prove he is just as lame as can be, he's still using that same shit he used with you. Everything everybody does, he's like, "Yep, keep Copy and paste. Copy and paste. He's run out of shit. He's using the same shit over and over. It's getting old real fast. And I've come to the conclusion that, if he is really losing subs over this and people are stepping away from him, it's like, okay, I'm walking away from YouTube. Let's see how many people I can piss off on the way out the door.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to walk away from YouTube. He turns all this stuff because apparently this is an MO, and I've heard this. Different people have told me that this is the guy's MO, that he picks a target and goes after them and tries to quote unquote expose things about them in order to raise his own stock up and his own clout up.
Weird.
And that's how he does it.
All right, bro. Take your time, man.
Is the memoir arrived there, bustle.
Do what? What'd you say, Slasher?
Rick? Man. Trying to practice bar chords is not an easy task.
Earth the Slasher.
Morons will drive and bus off the.
You're breaking up real bad, man. Real bad. Oh, we're about to have a couple more guests here shortly.
JJ, you know, my focus is on Mom.
Yeah, I know.
That's the focus. I could care shit one about fighting some internet battle with the troll.
Drew, it sounds like you're talking through a transistor radio.
Yeah, well, I told you my internet's gonna be up and down.
Oh yeah, that's right. But it just sounds weird, and it happened for no reason. Just like I can't hear Slasher no more. Well, I know he's muted, but he was roboting, so I don't know if it's you or StreamYard or YouTube or what. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, my internet should clear up in a half hour when that download's done.
Are you all right, LDG? It looks like you're there's other places you really want to be right now.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm just not feeling too good.
Got the Rona?
No, I think I'm just having a sugar fluctuation.
Oh,
Are you sweaty? Are you sweaty yet?
No, I don't get sweaty. So I get sweaty, but not.
Did you test your blood? Like
druzy. I'm at the druzy kind of
did you
tired
test your blood and
yeah. That doesn't do anything to fix it though.
well what
All that does.
yeah, but it tells you what you need to do to fix it.
No, it just says it's high.
Oh, I know that feeling. Okay, yeah, me and that feeling are longtime siblings.
Every time I eat something, I always feel like tired after I eat something. Like, so it'll pass. I just need a minute.
Do you take pills or do you take insulin?
I take pills.
You might need to take one unless you think it'll bottom you out through the night.
I just did. I just drank a whole bunch of water and took a couple pills while I was away.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Good.
Hey, you wanted to kick in quicker? I'll give you a little hint. Destroy the pill. Make it like a goodie powder.
I've already swallowed it, dude.
No. In the future, if you need it to work faster, treat it like a goodie powder.
Yeah, if I wanted to kick in faster, I'll crush it and snort the shit. Yeah, no, I know.
Wow.
That might not be exactly the solution they were thinking of.
That way it gets right into that bloodstream.
Super fast.
yeah.
Yeah, I work with two people who have diabetes, so.
Yeah,
but I don't want to be anywhere. I don't care how bad I want to be here. There's no other place I want to be here, and I want to be right now. It's just I just don't feel that trying to focus here.
I appreciate that, DD Myers, but you know, I'm not gonna hide. You know, I like I said,
You don't need to hide from that son of a bitch. That guy's fucking shit.
The people that you've met and the person that you met and the person that I am now is a complete 180. I've got physical proof, and I got one more person coming in here soon that can prove it also.
Well, it's a pleasure. I just want to say it's a pleasure to meet you, Dandelion. I never met you before, but it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I don't like have a channel. I just kind of hang out every now and again on other people's channels.
She slums around on mine and Chris's channel, Chris Knight's channel.
Mostly I work in the chat.
Yeah. You know,
it's cool.
It's always nice to come in on JJ's and, you know, chat with folks. I don't get out much, so this is a nice way to socialize for me without actually having to like be with people. It works better.
Well, I don't think with everything that's going on, I don't think any of us get out much right now.
Well, yeah, but even before this, like this year, everyone's like, "Oh no, I have to stay home," and I'm like, "Meh, whatever. I can still go hiking. I'm fine."
Well,
you know,
JJ, there ain't getting out much around Ohio right now because we have a 10 p.m. curfew every night.
Oh,
well,
I'm near Vancouver, BC, so we've got lots of open spaces where you can go and not be with people.
Well, I hardly ever go out at night because I don't see that great enough to drive, so I just stay at home. You know, it's like when the street light comes on, it's like, okay, I gotta get to the house.
It's like when you were a kid and your mom said, "The street light comes on, you better be home."
Yep, exactly. And because of my eyesight, I have to live that way.
Back in the oldie days, not so much now. Everyone's like constantly like eyeballing their children.
You know,
I'm 46. I remember them days when parents are like, "When the street lights come on, you better get home."
Yep.
Well,
I think we were probably the last generation that had that.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
I'm full on Generation X.
Yeah, same here.
Yep.
I'm older than you.
She's the oldest one here.
Yep, 49.
If I tried pulling that streetlight shit on my stepkids when they were growing up, they'd have looked at me like I would have went and bumped my head on something. What do you mean be home to pull the street light? What are street lights? I'm like, oh my God. You know, this is the generation that'll never know what a collect phone call is.
No, they don't know what a phone booth is.
Yeah.
No. If you ever see a phone booth still standing, take a picture of that shit because it's about to be gone. They missed one, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know about you two, or even you, LDG. You're 40. Do you miss those times? You know, weren't things a lot simpler back then?
I don't know.
You damn right I miss those times, dude.
I live the exact same way right now. I go out walking in the dark, and I don't know. I'm just a hippie chick, so I just do whatever.
I want to go back. I want to go back to the days where, you know, I could wake up, turn on the radio. There was an actual metal station. You know, I could hear Ozzy playing on the radio. I could hear, you know, like I could throw on my Skid Row T-shirt and just, you know,
rock out, man.
Such a different time, dude.
Now, you want to hear something wonderful, Drew?
I just want to go back to it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't a lot simpler back then. A lot.
No.
It was a lot simpler.
I want to go to the future so everything's better, but I want to go back to the past when KFC tastes good. That's the only place I want to go back in the past to.
Well, LDG, I want to go back to when people had common sense. People didn't get butthurt about everything.
That could exist in the future, though. Just because it's not here now doesn't mean it's everything cycles. Everything cycles, man.
I don't know.
They're gonna have common
There's
sense.
like, you know what? There's good things and bad things all the time, right? Like I like having like things like this, you know, the internet and being able to talk with people who are like all over the place.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, sure, it was cool when kids could run around everywhere, but you know, there's probably all kinds of weird things we got up to that we probably shouldn't have.
Well, I was talking about, you know, too, like social interaction, guys, and you know this, like now, for example, you know, watch these younger people like try to date or something like that. You know, there's no, you know, people don't just randomly anymore strike up a conversation in the middle of the grocery store or you know, or things like that. Everybody's always buried in their phone. You know, it's not like you know, people don't just go out. I try to make a conscious effort a lot of times when I go out to leave my phone at home, because you know, I don't want to be that person that's, you know, 20 hours out of 24 in the day buried in their phone. I'm not.
Well, no,
you
no.
know,
Here, do that. May I suggest? Because this is what I do. You know, take your phone with you. But when you go into a store or you got to go inside and take care of business, well, no matter what it is, wherever you're at, leave it in the vehicle.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't have my phone. I talk to strangers all the time.
But the thing is, Dandelion, there's no like a lot of things that were good, like especially between like men and women, like courtship seems to have dwindled a lot. I won't go.
Dating sucks. I never date. Freaking dating.
I won't go as far as to say courtship's gone, but it has, for the most part, dwindled. And that's the best part. That was the best part of getting to know somebody, was the courtship. You know, now it's like with stuff like Tinder and whatnot, people are just like, "Oh, I'm bored. You want to hook up?" Yeah, you know, and that's that. And it's like,
yeah, but
oh,
I
man.
mean, I guess it's just different levels of. I don't know. I sometimes see a lot of people having, like young people, having much better relationships than I ever had, or you know, a lot of people ever had. You know, they actually seem to be kind of like have found someone who's on like a similar life path to them, that like they support each other and they communicate better than, you know, I ever did with anybody I was ever with. You know, now I just don't date. I don't care for it.
Well, I've made it public, and I'll repeat it. I honestly wouldn't mind taking you out to dinner and having a few drinks, but you know, I'm not saying that means anything. It's just,
well,
you
no,
know,
I mean, I have friends that I go to dinner with, but I don't know, you know, I just
but, you
don't
know,
or with the intention of like trying to meet someone or have like a big old lifelong relationship thing. Like, you know, I like having friends. If you hook up every now and again, I'm down with that. Like, that's more my thing. That's more the kind of person I am. I've got like a million things going on in my life. I can't shoot one another entire human in there. There's just no way.
Well, there's always a way, but I understand where you're coming from. Don't ever think there. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Every time I've been in a relationship, I've had to like suppress half of my weird personality traits in order to like be with that person. And so I'm just sick of doing that. I'm sick of not just being who I am. And so now I'm just who I am, and that's what it is.
And that's perfectly fine. You know, I would love to have at least one or two friends with benefits.
Same here. Friends with
Have
benefits.
take care, Mar.
Have a good night, Mar. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. I appreciate it greatly. Hey, Pfluger's still here. Oh, crap. I don't think I just fainted and fall in it.
Maybe he's just listening in.
Yeah. He's being quiet, but that's okay. But yeah, I just wish to have a dinner date every once in a while. I can't even seem to do that. That's why I go to the Waffle House a lot, because at least the waitresses will talk to me because it's kind of part of their job description.
Well, if I'm ever in Florida, JJ, we will definitely go to dinner.
So that means never, because I don't think you're ever coming to Florida.
I've been there once. I actually like traveling.
So do I, but I just can't afford it.
No, same here. I mean, I can afford it kind of, but not a lot.
JJ's a Southern gentleman, man. He is a charmer, 100%.
And you're the same height as me, right, JJ? You're like 5'7" or so. 5'8".
5'9".
You're taller.
I'm 5'9", 5'10" with my boots on.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you're around the same height as me.
Yeah. I love short women, but I just don't want them towering over me.
No, I'm an imposing looking person, I think.
I'm
not tiny.
See JJ with me. I don't think I'll ever have a significant other because of the fact that I'm an Asian midget.
Wait a minute. How tall are you again? I forgot.
A thing. Like there's, I don't know. I think everybody can find someone.
I'm 5'4", brother. This is like
hell. You ain't joking. An Asian midget. Oh my God.
I don't even think. Yeah, I don't think I'd make the cut for anybody to date. So,
are you kidding me? Oh man, there's a lot of women out there like short guys because short guys can do a lot.
I gotta say, I don't judge by physical. I don't judge people on physical appearance. If I get along with someone, yeah, I'll go on a date. Like I said, I'm not looking for a significant other. I'll date I'll go on a date with just about anyone. Man, I've had some awful dates, and back in the days when I actually did date. Whew. But then again, the worst dates make the best stories.
Yeah,
they do.
That's very true.
But people you get along with are people you get along with.
Yeah, I really, Drew, I really like this woman, man. She's open, she's honest, brutally honest sometimes.
Yep.
And it's refreshing. It's very refreshing.
Yep.
Oh well, she's cool people.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying everyone's company, but I'm enjoying her company. She's a very interesting lady and very salt of the earth, and I like that.
I am also a writer.
Oh, okay.
I've written 38 gardening books. 38?
Very good.
39 gardening books. Yeah, I've written a lot of books.
Published?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm one of the #1 selling gardening authors in Canada.
What?
Yeah. See?
We got a celebrity among us. All right.
It's not like that. Actually, the weirdest thing was once I was at the gym back when I went to gyms, which I gave that up a long time ago. The person on a machine next to me was on a treadmill or something, and they were actually reading one of my books. And I'm like, "Hey, that's my book." And she's like, "Oh, you have a copy?" I'm like, "No, I wrote it." I thought it was weird.
Your picture was never on the back of it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be like, really? And I'd be looking at the book like, holy shit, really?
I don't know if that one had the picture on the back. That particular one, I don't think it did. Yeah, it was one of the ones that maybe did.
I don't know. I get stupid when I get around famous people.
I don't think I count as famous. Really, I was a staff writer, and I made them put my name on the books because I could just see getting shoved aside by that place. They were kind of assholes. So,
but still,
yeah. I mean, I've written a few articles for magazines and stuff. But
probably the #1 gardening book seller in Canada. No, that don't sound so successful at all.
Well, yeah, it would be nice if I made any money from any of that.
Well, okay.
The stuff that we write about at Founding is mainly what's going on in pop culture, and we call out the stupidity of just how things have changed and the asinine way that they put politics before quality and things like that. And I'm fortunate. I'm glad that I got started in journalism. Um, my degree that I have, I was never meant to be in journalism. It was in broadcasting, and here I am in the journalism arena. So things work out in very weird ways, but I'm glad, and I enjoy writing, and I'm passionate about what I write about.
That helps. Nothing worse than having to write about something and you're like, oh, what am I going to say about this? Because I wrote for a travel website and magazine for a while, and sometimes it was like, oh, we need someone to write up about this, and it's just like,
Well, I have a good relationship with my editor-in-chief. And, when he pitches me something like, hey, you think you can write about this? And I'll just tell him, I'd be like, John, I don't know. Because I'll tell him, I was like, dude, it's a rumor story, and I get that we do rumor stories, and I'm supportive of the fact that we report sometimes on rumor stories, but I was like, I don't personally like to write rumor stories. I like to have a basis in fact or not write something at all. I like to know one way or the other.
Yeah, or it depends on the kind of rumor too, right? Like if the kind of rumor is like just something that might be of interest as opposed to if it's like about somebody. Like if it's gossipy, then it's not so cool. But if it's just something that might be kind of that people might find like interesting, like, an interesting casting or an interesting like plot development that you've heard about, that kind of thing.
If it's something that has to do with casting or whatever, yeah, but if it's something like that is like if we're saying, like, for example, there's a rumor out there like Star Wars is going to die in 2 years, and it's started by multiple people. It's like, well, I don't know that I want to put that out.
Yeah. That's gossipy, right? That's like gossipy kind of, story.
That's like People magazine and the Star and whatever, Daily Star, whatever the hell it's called, all them fucking never mind. I forgot what I was going to say because I don't know how to word it.
But a lot of the times the rumor stories that we printed on the site have done well, and they've actually panned out. So it's not the fact that we don't have a good track record, but there's a certain time where we'll hit stuff back and forth, and it doesn't make print because it's like, that's we end up refraining from it, or like either the writer or the editor decides not to go with it, and it's a good thing. But like I said, it's I'm passionate about it because I fully believe right now there's a war of culture, and I like for to try and do my part to contribute to getting it back to escapist entertainment like it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. My guitar keeps going out of tune. There you are. You're the dud.
You're the dud. I like that.
Well, I knew one of them wasn't right.
You're the dud, man.
Well, it was out of tune a little bit. My D string. Like, that doesn't sound right at all.
All right, you better get the dud out.
Well, no, I just needed to tweak it a little bit. Tune it.
I don't care.
Tuning keys, turn them, and then it's not a dud anymore.
As long as you use your fingers, I'm fine with that.
No, JJ, I'm gonna probably get on out of here. Thanks for letting me come on and hang out.
Dude, you ain't never got to thank me, dude. You got an open door all the time. Anytime I'm streaming, man, pay attention to your DMs, because if it comes up, you're welcome anytime.
Well, if we go a week, couple weeks, a month or so, and we don't talk, just know that I love you. I hope you know that.
Same here, bro. Same here. And like I said, don't forget to hug your mama for me.
No, I absolutely will. Absolutely.
Nice to meet you.
It was a pleasure meeting you, and hopefully our cross paths again. Or we cross paths again in the future, and
I wander around, so.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure
cool.
I'll see you around the community. I pop around streams when I can, and I also do my own. I have a YouTube channel as well.
Cool. I will check that out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, and
Take care, brother.
Soon. Yep. LDG. I'll see you, brother. Hope you feel better. And Austin, it was nice meeting you.
Oh, it was nice meeting you too.
All right.
Take care, bro.
Take care, folks.
Always nice to meet new people. Just
Yeah,
me. I like talking to strangers. That's my thing. Like, I love talking to strangers.
I've known Drew almost 2 years now.
Nice.
We met on here, mainly in a chat, but eventually, when I started getting up on camera, I talk shit about her, but Rosetta was the reason why she is the reason why I'm here now, because she was the first person I really ever truly streamed with, and it just kind of went from there. I was like, okay, I want to be in front of the camera now. And that's where I met Drew, over on Rosetta's channel. And shit, like I said, about 16 months, almost 17 months, so almost 2 years. So I've met a lot of great people on this platform. I've met some assholes and dicks and bitches and all that good shit too. But I've met a lot of great people. I think the people I've met, the good ones outweigh the bad by any day.
I seem to mostly have met nice people.
Well, yeah, luckily you found the right crowd to hang around.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Because you could be hanging around other crowds and
yeah,
probably not for long. But
I usually don't like glom onto like jackass crowds. That's just not really me.
Yeah, we got a good community around here, and I'm gonna repeat myself. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you call it a community if you don't look out for one another? Just do the right thing. That's what I've always tried to live by, is just do the right thing. I don't expect much of anybody, just a little respect, because no matter if I've met you or not, when I first time meeting you, blam, you got my respect until you do something to defy that.
I'm sure I'll upset you at some point, JJ.
Well, only if I say the wrong thing.
No, I'm sure I'll upset you at some point.
I don't know why.
I'm really good at it. I have like the worst foot and mouth disease ever, man. I'll say something that's even too much for me, because I just can't help myself.
Well,
I won't realize that I've done it until it's too late, and then it'll be like, oh yeah.
And let me guess, that mostly happens after a few drinks, right?
No, usually not. I'm usually cold sober. It's usually better if I've been drinking. I'm less likely to say something untowards. I just always end up saying something untowards. I think that if I was a kid now, I probably would have been put on the spectrum somewhere, because I don't always. It's like I almost overread body language sometimes. I don't know. other people seem to have a much better idea of when to not say something, and I never know when to not say something.
Meow, Moira.
Hi, Moira. Are you coming on too, Moira?
Probably not.
I hate being the only lady.
Well,
Like
I do have more than one lady in the DM group, but you and sometimes one other will pop in. And I'm like, okay, I try to keep at least one woman on here with me. Let's split it up, even in the slightest. Because I'm not a big fan of a sausage party, really.
I like a mixed group.
Yeah. I try to keep it different, young, old, male, female. When Onzo shows up, even black. I keep diversity going.
Look how woke you are.
Well, I have been up for a while. Yeah, that's about as woke as I get.
Well, no, but that's the whole thing, right? Like, I mean, everyone's like scoffing at woke, but it is nice when you have a diversity of voices. Like, I like that. I don't have an issue with that. I think that's cool.
And a very nice looking tabby cat, might I add.
See, there you go. There's diversity.
Yeah. She don't. Yeah. One day they're gonna call her a furry, and then she's gonna flip the fuck out.
I used to wear a mascot costume.
What kind of mascot?
Weirdness, but for I was part of the ferret society, and I was one of the only people who would wear the ferret costume in like parades and stuff.
Ferret?
Yep. I wish I had photos, but I don't.
I'm almost weirded out by that.
Really?
I've seen a lot of things, a lot of different costumes. Ferret one? No, never.
It was really adorable. I like ferrets. They're great little pets. Yeah. Sorry, Moira. It sucks when people like steal your scene.
And the funny thing is, I could hear her voice saying that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because she's right.
Yep.
Amateur.
Yeah. I did never do anything weird in the ferret costume, I must say. It was strictly like the only weird thing that ever happened was like when you're wearing like a big like mascot costume like that, little children come flocking to you. And you cannot see shit from inside the like head thing. And I swear I must have bowled small children over like so many times. Like you go to move and there's like bowling pins of children just flying.
I can't do this right now. No.
Sorry.
No. Because if I start laughing my ass off, ain't nobody need to see that shit.
Nice, excellent choice. It's nice. Ears would be a cool idea, but I can't decide what kind of like animal ears would be like suitable. Maybe no. See, you can't wear bunny ears because that's kind of done. Ferrets just have weird little round ears. I gotta find an animal with good ears. Moira was saying she's worn cat ears.
I used to say early on, wasn't long after I had my teeth pulled, I was going to get a second set of dentures and call them my dress teeth and have them as fangs.
Nice. I actually had fangs until I got my teeth fixed. Like I had these ones were like totally like sticking out, but it was annoying me. That's why I had my teeth fixed, or I'm having my teeth fixed. I have like aligners, those Invisalign thingies. But I'm almost done. It's like little plastic aligner thingies, and they change them a little bit each like week or two, and they like move your teeth around. Like the dentist puts little like cement knob thingies on your teeth.
Retainers. I was muted this whole time. That's hilarious.
Were you talking?
I was wondering why
I was
you were so
talking
damn
a couple
quiet.
times. Yeah, I was talking a couple times.
Wait, well, actually, I was kind of wondering because usually you have like lots to contribute to a conversation, should we say?
Yeah, when
Yeah,
Drew
no,
said
I think that's a couple retainers.
when Drew said it was glad to meet you, and you didn't say nothing. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Where's he at?
I don't know what a caracal is.
I don't know either.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna write it down because I'll forget. I'm gonna write that down. Sorry, JJ, I'm not appropriately dressed. That's why he's keeping my guitar up there. But
I don't care.
I'm wearing my jammies.
I don't care. Jam away, girl. What's up, Chris? Really?
Chris.
That's all I fucking get.
Talking about who's mistressed.
What? Really?
Doesn't it look like you're on the wrong show there, Chief?
I don't. There is no randomness at its finest. Back to
Moira, it's in Twitter. Randomness at its finest. You're in that group, I believe. But before I make an ass of myself, I'm gonna double check.
There we go. I've got my like modesty guitar back on again.
Damn it all!
I was just jumping in real quick. We ran kind of long. They're still going over on the chaotic conversation. So, but I had to go upstairs and do my laundry. I got to take a shower, shave, do all that stuff for work tomorrow. I just wanted to jump on and tell you, sorry I couldn't be on tonight.
It's okay.
But I wanted to come in here and give my normal spiel that please go and sub to all these fine people and jump over to Instagram and leave a hey, how you doing to Allie here, right there. Her and her modesty guitar.
My modesty guitar. Well, I'm wearing my jammies, man. It's not like
I don't give a damn.
Okay,
Jam away. Like jam away.
that scene in Forrest Gump where she's working in that club and she's like got that guitar covering her. This kind of makes you think of it a little. Not necessarily the setting, but the fact that like you just see shoulders, arms, and a guitar. And
yeah.
But anyway, somebody pull up Caracol Cat. Someone share screen that because I can't on my phone. Because she wanted a cat with nice ears and she's got the perfect coloring for it.
Bye, Chris.
JJ, LDG, Moria, Austinita.
Hello,
With his
Austinita.
excellent salmon suit.
Yeah, you gotta work. You gotta work tomorrow, don't you?
I should felt a salmon suit.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I do felting. I don't have any.
Sometimes kids will throw rocks at me if I just wear the salmon suit.
But it's soft, so it kind of just bounce off, right?
I don't know, man. I
don't
could
know.
knock those kids over with my ferret suit. I don't still have it. If I did, I could knock them over.
Well, I mean,
oh my god, those were the best ears ever.
I told you, you have the perfect coloring to be a caracol. And they can jump approximately 6 to 8 feet in maximum height from standing position.
Totally gonna make those ears. Oh, and look at the baby one.
I know. I thought you would like that. I looked at you and
So
I'm like,
nice,
I
isn't
see
it?
caracol for you.
Until you find them like right on top of you, trying to gnaw your face off.
Well, like
right
any
here.
cat, if you raise it right and take care of it, it's not going to really do that. And they don't get super huge,
That's
actually.
okay.
They're
I'm
Wild. It's a wild cat.
everything's
Inherently,
really
they
a wild
will.
animal. If
All
people
right,
can tame
guys.
tigers, they can tame that.
But I do really like those ears. Those are fantastic.
And you can be that.
I could totally do those.
Later,
Have a good
buddy.
night, Chris.
yep. See
Good
you
night,
later,
Chris.
Chris.
Good night, Chris.
Goodbye, guys. Take it easy. I will talk to you at a later date. As you can see, JJ, I have taken to heart what you told me a couple weeks ago, and all of my streams are already
R-rated.
scheduled.
What?
So you can relax.
Week.
So you can relax a little bit, right?
You'd think that.
Well, no, because then you absolutely have to get ready for those streams. You can't be like,
No,
well, nobody knows if I'm going to do it or not. It doesn't matter.
The weekly Rumble. Oh, by the way, JJ, can you be back up on Thursday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I have at least one person that I know for sure may not be able to do it.
Okay.
But I don't know yet.
If you need me, just let me know.
We'll come up with 2 questions just in case, because I don't know if it'll be before or after the 2 questions come out.
Question number one. Why does Chris always want me to do this show? No, sorry. I'm joking.
Spin the wheel.
Yeah. I'll come up with 2 questions just in case.
Favorite
God, I
type
hope the
of
one.
stock?
I hope
There's
the
a good
1 minute
question.
gets spun on that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. And then LDG, LDG, if you can get 2 questions in there by 5 o'clock tomorrow, I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, sure.
More
Yeah,
for everybody
totally.
else, because it doesn't matter to me one way or another if you have it 5 minutes before the show or whatever. I just figure some questions do merit some thought.
Well, if they're coming from him, he's already thought about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, no
fact,
problem. I'll come up with a couple questions, write them down just in case. Let me know. Let me know before time if you find out, so I can get the question submitted.
All right, man.
Take care.
Yep. Everybody have a good night. Be safe.
You too, Chris.
Later. Hi, Moira.
Hello.
Hey, Maria.
Yeah, I've been kind of in a rut and not streaming much lately. I was on Demogenized birthday stream last night because he mentioned it like 2 weeks prior.
Nice.
And so I was like, holy crap, well, I can't say no to that shit. And so I wrote it out through the whole time. And then I was like, oh, God, my fucking back. Jeez, I'm going back to being an old lady now. Fuck it. And then, of course, Dandelion here is like, what kind of cat defines me? And I'm like, let me be your guide. Like, I'll hop on for that. Let me come be your guide. And I think that's perfect for her.
Yeah,
the furs, the
definitely.
red color, and everything.
I actually just cut my own hair. It was really bad, and I cut off like 2 inches or something. But I think I need to cut off like 2 more. It's still kind of.
Oh yeah, no matter what I do, like I don't have a whole lot of hair to cut. So like when I try to like cut off dead ends, I realize there's more dead ends up higher than I thought, and I'm like, oh, I'm not ready to commit to that. No, we're just gonna have to put some kind of conditioning shit in it and hope for the best till it grows, and then we'll snip it a little more. Like my hair is
I had
so
a weird
dry.
thing happen a couple of years ago, and like a chunk of hair fell out because I had like an infection, and then it grew back really curly and weird, and now it's like shoulder length, but the rest of the hair is longer than that. So I don't know. I was
just
planning
it's okay.
to
It's
go
just
get
called
it
layers.
before the whole COVID thing happened, and now I don't do anything because I work with 2 immunocompromised people. So I don't do anything that could,
What is it, kitty?
Kill him.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to kill my coworker, especially like, not my boss. That would suck.
Don't hurt nobody.
I don't know. Will you move up the ladder any? No, I'm just kidding. I'm
No,
kidding.
hell
I'm
no,
kidding.
I
I'm
don't want his
kidding.
job. I'm only
only
like,
kidding, people. I'm not that much of an asshole. I am only being weird. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, I don't want his job. I mean, I already have the parts of his job that he doesn't want. So I have the parts of his job that I want. And
Damn it, Pixie, stop it. Learn how to open a door. Sorry, Pixie will rattle the door until someone opens the door for her. And I'm like, bitch, you know how to open a door. Come on.
Yeah.
Fucking cat.
Animals. They like you to do things for them.
They do. Well, Dee Dee was getting all patient because she's like busy focusing on a game. And she's like, oh, Pixie. Because her door she was trying to get in. I'm like, oh, my door's not good enough. It's like open. You're like, nope, I want the one that's closed. Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bill.
I had to get on my daughter earlier. It was so funny. Like
Jedi Bill in the chat. He goes, anyone not going to sleep? Please come get your serving of insomniac soup.
I will probably.
Man, you're gonna come over and like plug on someone else's chat, man. Sad.
I don't care. I run an open platform.
Meow.
That's exactly what my channel's about.
Dude, seriously, if you come in here,
I get pissed off if you don't do that.
Hey, if you come in here and you got a grievance with me, I will throw the link in the chat. Let's talk about it.
I do not have a grievance with you at this time. Nope. Actually, I can't recall. I almost had a grievance with you one time, but then like I rewound the video and I realized how the situation came to be, and I'm like, oh, gotcha. So, yes, I almost had a grievance once with you, but that was it.
I almost forgot about that. Thank you.
Yeah, that like I said, that was almost, and I was like, nah, that's not like him. I've known him too long. Let me rewind and see what happened.
Well, Moira, after all this time, I've learned how not to talk to you.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I was like, it doesn't seem like him. Let me go check this out. Oh yeah, okay.
Cool.
I'm like, yeah.
You guys do realize how that could have sounded, right?
Yeah, I know. That's why
Well,
I'm leaving it alone, bro. I'm leaving it alone.
I'm not trying to rehash shit and stuff, especially when it's not even like from his
That's
channel. It's
funny.
like from another channel anyway.
Hey, I'm
I'd
just
actually be laughing if I didn't feel so bad right now.
Hey, I'll let it go. More to me, never mind.
No.
To me, Moira has free reign
On what?
I
on
learned
whatever.
how to talk to you.
Oh.
Say
Well, I probably
what you
free
want.
reign because I don't actually do anything crazy, and if I do, it's usually not on anyone else's channel. Usually. Although, like,
when
you know,
the-
like
when
if
the
you put
cameras are
your
going.
well, you put yourself up against the edge of your own like window and next to another person's window on this panel. I made it look like Rosetta was spanking me just because she was showing off her Star Trek paddle. So I bent over and pretended she was swatting me. So I mean, we were being silly like that, but like.
Yeah, we appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
You're such a nerd.
Spank it, baby. Yeah.
Oh my god! Hi, Slasher.
Yeah, that didn't get me any nightmares last night. Thank you so much.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you and
Did you
Rosetta
have
and a
nightmares?
threesome. Yeah, that didn't get me no nightmares.
Oh my god!
What?
Not you.
Oh,
Never mind. Okay, that came out weird.
It
Did you
did.
just say,
Did
oh my God, you're so hot? Really? Did I hear that correctly?
No, I didn't
What?
say anywhere. I didn't say a word. I don't know what you're talking about.
I heard someone say, "Oh my God, you were so hot," and
I know.
I'm starting
I said,
to
oh my
think,
god, you're so odd.
"Oh, odd,
just come back into?
Yes,
What
Pixels
am-
was being odd because he was talking
Odd.
about nightmares. I'm like, you're so odd.
no, you said it. So,
I am odd.
lightly.
I'm
For
sorry.
real.
Yeah,
For real, it sounds. It's like you are so hot, and he's got flames behind him. I'm thinking,
well,
No, I
yeah, I
am
guess he
odd.
does have flames, huh? Yeah,
What
I
the-
didn't think
what
about that. No, all right, you're very peculiar. Very
thank you, because I was thinking to myself, really?
I guess you need to use bigger words.
Thanks, Moira. Click.
What? Well,
It's okay.
You
It's
know what
okay.
you're saying in your head, but you don't realize how it's going to be perceived to others.
Come on, Moira. I'm a man. I ain't quite figured out how to use a Q-tip yet. All right, give me a minute.
Give you wait, what?
I lost me too.
What?
Why would you not know
The
how
hell
to
do you
use
use a Q-tip
just 'cause
for?
you're a guy? Is sanitation like it's not taught to guys?
No, I'm a dumb man.
Oh my god, would you stop with your sexist bullshit?
It ain't sexist. I put women
It
first.
is. It is. By you, like, if you weren't, all right. Here's the thing: if you were basically saying that you're dumb just because you're a guy, or that's stereotypical because you're a guy, that is sexist. It is. It's the same way as saying that. And this is actually. Oh, this is so sarcastically when I say it's one of my favorite things. When parents go, "Oh, it's so much easier raising a son than it is a daughter." Why do you neglect your son more or something? Like, why is a son easier to raise than a daughter? Are you not teaching them the same rules and morals, or you just think your daughters are more important than your sons because they're your kids? It should be equally important. I hate when fucking parents do that. God, it makes me like, what do you do different? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, they're boys. Like, oh, stop your sexist shit.
Whoa.
I wouldn't know.
This becomes deep-seated crap. I'm glad you're not one of the people who've said that, because I'd be like, I stand by what I've said, but I did not mean to be confrontational.
No, I
But-
don't have kids. I have no
But
idea.
I always hate that when, like, I don't know, when it's anything like, oh, well, you know how women are, they do this, or, well, you know, we can't expect that, you know, much. He's a guy. That's dumb. Each individual should be responsible for their behavior and their action. They know the difference between right and wrong. And so for him, and first off, Sith Lord's not stupid anyway. There's some things he knows more of than others, just like me. There's things I know that he doesn't, and he knows things that I don't. That doesn't make him stupid. It just means we had different interests and different paths. And so that doesn't make me better than him. And so for him to go around going, well, I'm just a dumb guy. No.
Not mine.
You are negatively reinforcing like
All right, so JJ, just say you're a dumb person. That cuts out the sexism completely.
Yeah, but
well,
we're
you're not a dumb
anyway.
you're not a dumb person anyway.
No,
for someone's
because
intelligence to be based on male or female is silly.
I'm not saying I'm ignorant. I'm not saying that.
Well,
it's
actually,
just,
ignorant is better than dumb because ignorant is simply a lack of knowledge, where dumb just chooses not to learn.
but this is something I've told everybody growing up, and I still say it to some people to this day. I am only as intelligent as I let you think I am.
Well, see,
I love playing the dumb pothead.
It is sometimes easier. I will give it that because, like, if you mess up something, then nobody's surprised. If you do something right, everybody's thrilled, and people bug you less to do stuff. It's great.
Ain't nobody bug me to do shit. Except for everybody wants me to be on a stream somewhere, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just chilling out, because Slasher said it, man. I'm the most chill guy on YouTube, and I try to stay that way.
I do believe I believe you two are. Well, if someone gets Slasher worked up, he lets
well,
yeah.
That's
part of his feistiness, though.
But if you piss me off, that's a complete 180 of what I used to be. I'll fucking tell your ass off in a minute. I ain't about all the dumb shit no more. We're fucking grown ass adults. Let's fucking act like
it. We're supposed to be.
We're high school
people in their 30s and 40s ain't supposed to be acting like this is like third grade. Like no.
Yeah, no, fuck off.
Or almost 50s.
Huh?
Or almost 50s.
Damn, girl. I hope one day I can look as good as you. Shit.
Don't worry, you will.
I just have a really bad camera on my laptop.
How do you have a bad camera if you look good? That don't even make sense.
She said, my camera making me look better than what I am. Oh, yeah, that's a bad camera, all right.
That sounds like a good camera to me, actually, because my camera actually does something similar.
With all the like lines and stuff, so they're not as visible on my camera.
Actually, my camera is the same way. I can almost get away with not wearing any makeup except something that defines my eyes and a little lip color, and you wouldn't know the difference. It's just under high def enough that you can't see like the imperfections as bad. And I'm like, man, this is kind of a sweet deal. Someone sent me a nicer camera, but I've not been brave enough to connect it because I'm like, I don't know how high def I really want this to be.
Well, it's StreamYard. It'll only go to 720. It doesn't matter.
Really? Oh, okay.
I'm not wearing any makeup right now.
It only goes to 720, but does it pick the pixel that had the wrinkle, or does it pick the pixel that didn't?
See, that would be my worry.
If it picks the pixel that had the wrinkle, then it'll look bigger.
Right? Yeah. It'll be nothing.
Wow.
So how is Slasher today?
How am I? I don't know. Am I robotic?
No, you sound fine at the moment.
She asked how you were.
Okay. So using the phone is working better than the laptop before. Okay. I'm good. Chilling.
Man, we're gonna have to work on go through that and try to clean it and see if we can figure out what's wrong with it.
I'm good.
Well,
I'm chilling.
I got an IT guy right next to me. How about that shit?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling like Matt Dillon.
Why is everybody so opposed to the idea of me helping somebody with a computer? I'm the one that helped wipe and reinstall Windows on that computer and sent it to him.
I wasn't saying you weren't capable, Moira. I just thought
no, we got an IT guy right here.
Well,
you don't
what is that supposed to mean?
Do you not see that as dismissive?
Oh no, actually, Pixels. Thank you for yesterday. Pixels came through my stream yesterday and helped me out. He came through yesterday and helped me out with my sound. I appreciate the shit out of that. Thank you very much.
Well, at least somebody appreciates my chat advice.
I wanted to say that to you before, but you were muted when I came on before I started roboting.
No worries, boss. Anytime, buddy.
See, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm talking about. I know how not to talk to Moira.
Anyway, I'm going to let you go. Yes, you have another lady, so you don't need two of us. I got to go to bed. I got to get up early, so.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice meeting you. I don't think I ever talked to you before. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
I think you talked to Dandelion Fluff before. I thought. He's at the very least he's been in the chat.
Yeah, I probably been
I
in the chat.
don't know if I did. I don't know if I did.
All right.
Yeah, because mainly
He is a charming character.
I mean, like being on a panel.
No,
Yeah.
probably not.
She's normally a chat rat.
Yeah, I don't go on too much. I don't have a channel of my own to promote, so although I might
You
might
don't?
do some hiking videos.
Hey, I didn't
You don't
either.
have a channel of your own?
I have a channel only because I have like my Dandelion Fluff account, and so you automatically kind of have a channel, but there's nothing on it.
Right.
I do have 7 subscribers though.
Nice.
How many?
7.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's not bad when you're like not doing anything with it.
Yep, pretty much.
Tell you what, give me a week, Dandelion Fluff. I'll pump you up on the waiting room. We'll see if we can get you up to like 100
with no content.
Actually, Stig did it. Stig got to like 50 or 100
I'm that good of a salesman. I'm that good of a salesman. Just have faith in me.
I think it's just pity subscription. No, I think it was just like
bullshit.
I think it's people like Chris subscribed and a few other people just sort of subscribed on the off chance that I might at some point put something up, right?
Well, see, that sounds like people who are just waiting in anticipation. That sounds good. You got an audience waiting.
Yeah, okay. So I have to do some like hiking videos or something.
People love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they can't go out. They'll be like, hey, at least I can see somebody do it.
Yeah. Well, they don't really want to see me hopping and popping up a mountain, though. It's usually a lot of stopping and catching my breath and that kind of thing.
No. It's not called stopping and catching your breath. It's stopping and doing like a 360 view so everybody can see it in a nice slow panning.
Well,
that
could,
get
a GoPro or something, but I think I might just start by doing like parts of hikes or something like that. There's some really beautiful old growth forest that I hike in.
Ladies,
and I can just do
pardon me for a second. Slasher, according to LDG, I believe they had some form of an update. Plug your phone in. It shouldn't overheat the battery. It should actually charge it this time. You know, if you want to give that a shot. That's up to you.
No.
Sorry for interrupting, ladies. Sorry.
No, it's quite all right.
Sorry, I feel bad because I was busy like visualizing this forest and I actually didn't realize Slasher disappeared. So I was kind of zoned out.
Well, try and come back.
Nice. I'm in BC. And yeah,
I'm sorry.
I hike, there's some beautiful old growth forests. So there's like those, the big, massive, old trees that were like growing there for like 1,000 years.
Oh my God, people are gonna love the shit out of that. Do you know plants really well?
Yes. You weren't here earlier when I mentioned writing 38 gardening books.
Such flower.
I wrote like 38 gardening books.
Oh, see, that's perfect. So you could do like little stops, show everybody around, and then be like, this particular tree is this type of tree, and here growing are these kind of flowers. People might like that shit.
Yeah, I don't really want to be in the videos. Well, I was here's what I had envisioned. My thought was I would do like a slow hike. You ever hear that that video that they did in like, I don't know, Sweden or somewhere? It was like a train ride, but it's like an 8-hour video of just like
holy hell,
the view from the train. And it was like slow TV or something like that. I just thought that might be kind of cool, doing like a slow hikes where it's like real time, going on a real time hike, but it's just sort of the hike. No commentary and stuff, rather than like edited chunks of hike. That was my thought. That would be a fun thing to do.
Yeah, you could do like different versions of it. Just whatever one seems to get the best attention, I suppose.
Yeah. But I thought I'd totally start by doing like I'll just do like part of it, like the hike through the enchanted forest, I call it. I'll do like a video like of just walking through that, right, and then try and do other stuff from there. But I'll have to get someone to help me because I've never done anything of that sort ever. But anyway, if I get the footage, I'm sure someone can help me.
Well, if I lived closer, I would totally try to help. I live literally like pretty much just middle of the country.
Nice.
It's okay. I mean, I'm definitely not. I don't feel like I'm in competition with anything here because there are like no YouTubers here in Oklahoma City. I think there's like one I think there's like one, but like I've never talked to him, and I've like I forget. It looks like a mid '90s kind of avatar he had. I don't know what he still. I don't know what he has now.
Whereabouts do you live, Laura?
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. Okay.
Yeah, like the east side of it, not the bad part, but like past that to the better part of the east side of Oklahoma City.
I wouldn't know the bad or the good parts. So
it'd only take about 20 minutes of driving to figure that one out. But but
yeah,
if you pull up a map, it says Tinker Air Force Base. I live about 8 miles north of that.
Cool.
So not far, and thankfully I'm not too much in the flight path. So only every teensy once in a while we hear like aircraft. Like if I go like 8 miles south to Midwest City, like there's AWACS flying overhead all the fucking time, and it's so annoying.
That sort of stuff doesn't bother me. When I lived in Toronto, I had a basement apartment right on the subway line, and the whole apartment would shake every minute or two when the train came by. But after like a week, I didn't even notice it, and I'd have people visiting, and they'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'd be like, "What's what?" They're like, "The whole place is shaking." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even notice." Like, your brain.
I would be worried about the structural integrity of that building after a while.
Yeah, you know, you're lucky, Moira, because I don't have cable. I use an antenna, and I live 2 blocks from a municipal airport. All day long, flights coming in and out of that place. I can't watch TV during the daytime most of the time. I have to watch it at night because the airplanes fuck up the reception.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, I happen to be in this lucky spot because if you go away south and westward, you'll end up in the flight path or one of the flight paths of Will Rogers World Airport or International Airport, whatever the fuck they call it now. And I'm over here not far from Tinker. And as you go south, they start going lower to go in for their descent into the base. And so I happen to be just north of where they would start their descent. So I got lucky. I'm in this weird V-shaped safe area where I don't have to worry about that. I mean, there's once in a while a small prop plane, you'll see it fly over. Sometimes during the day, way, way up before they go in for their descent, you can see a commercial flight. But like I have been like, there's times when we can hear them do touch and goes. And to explain that, touch and goes about the stupidest thing on the planet. When they're doing the AWACS touch and goes or whatever plane they're using at the time, it's basically I don't know if it's like they have their own fiscal year type of a thing, but they go by how much fuel has been used, this, that, and the other, which will help determine how much they get in the next go round. So if they have extra fuel, sometimes they'll do touch and goes for practice to burn off that extra fuel so they can get that better funding. I'm like, that's the dumbest fucking waste I've ever heard. Someone should be rewarded for being like fiscally conservative, not for wasting fucking gas.
Right?
Like,
so that's
the dumbest thing. And sometimes on those,
if we don't spend all the money, they won't give us the same amount next year. Is that the kind of thing that happens?
I think that's what I'm told by a few different people. I've never actually gone to the base and knock and asked, because they'd probably tell me, "What? Get the fuck out of here, lady." But well, people who actually live on the military base have told me that.
Well, yeah, but also from a different perspective of it, touch and goes are meant as practice because.
Well, I mean, it's important to be able to get down and get up if you need to really quick, if you have to do a quick pickup. I mean, I'm not saying that practicing in general is stupid, but doing it every certain amount of time because you know it's about that time and want to hurry up and burn off that fuel, that's the stupid part.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. Of course, it's good to practice your takeoffs and landings. I would hope so.
Time for me to go to bed, so I will talk to everybody again soon. It was a delight. It was
Have a good night,
Good to
Have
see
a
you,
good night,
JJ.
Dandelion.
Bye, Pickles. Bye, Austinator. You need to say more, Austinator. You're so quiet there, like lurking.
Yes, how are you doing, Austinator?
Doing pretty good. Just
he's learning.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Can interject more often, you know.
I know.
Can I ask though? Are you ever on camera, or are you always like not on camera?
I think I've seen him once. I think he has long hair.
That's
Nope.
not me. I don't think.
Okay, my bad.
I mean,
I've seen him a couple times, and I kind of get him and Runner confused.
Okay, definitely not long hair if that's confusion there.
No, I'm talking about just the facial
Runner
features.
has really, because he's got like military regulation hair. Last I saw.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Have a good night, Allie. Thank you for coming
have a
in.
good night.
Take care.
Per. She's it all.
You feeling
She
any
shall
better
be-
over there, LDG?
It's a little back, and I'm feeling better, yeah, but it's still like an ocean wave.
Dude, you gotta take care of yourself better.
You don't feel you don't feel nauseated,
Yeah.
do you?
Little less. It's just more just a cloudy headedness that's left and remaining.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I take care of myself just fine, thank you.
Snippy.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure that people think that I'm not taking care of myself. I take my pills. I jog in place 20 minutes a day. Yeah, I do my stuff. There's nothing I can do. I can eat freaking ramen and I feel like shit after.
Oh, that's because that's straight up carbs, bro.
Carbs and sodium.
Okay, okay. Give me I can eat an apple and feel bad. The only thing I don't do that doesn't feel bad is breathe. There's not one food that doesn't make me feel weird.
Wow.
And I got my A1C down. I got my A1C down at 7.8 for God. I'm sorry, 6.8.
That's
I
good.
dropped it like over 3 points in the last 6 months, so I'm doing great.
I'm doing the same thing
Cholesterol's
right
down.
now. The last
I'm
time
doing
I had
very good.
my,
That's
last
why I'm
time I
like
had
pissed
my
off.
LSD done,
Yeah, I'm
it
pissed off if I dropped it so much and I'm still having this issue. I'm like,
well,
maybe it's
are
your
the
body
doctors lying to
readjusting
me?
to it. Well, your body is readjusting to a new normal.
well,
'Cause I used to be at 10.2, and now I'm at like 6.8. Something like that.
Yeah, your body
Jesus,
is
I only
used
got
to
like
a certain way.
yeah, but also at the same time, under normal circumstances, okay, when blood sugar goes up, under normal circumstances, you will feel a lot of the symptoms like what you've described, because when mine used to go up, and I mean mine really went up, I was admitted into the hospital as a kid one time of a blood sugar of 1100. So
Technically, 500 is supposed to put you in a coma, but no lie, my first husband, when they one time the ambulance came and they wanted to test his blood sugar, and they actually had to take him to the hospital because what they had there in the ambulance couldn't measure it properly. They had to take him to the hospital to measure it, and it was up about 1,000. And they were like, "How are you talking to us right now? Oh my god!"
Exactly.
I know.
500 is
wasn't
bad.
talking well,
I had 500 once.
He exhibited the signs of hello, slap.
Let's see how we'll see how attempt number 3 works. If this is strike 3, then I'm out.
He's like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Wait,
But, no,
oh, I jinxed it. I'm sorry.
Damn, just jinxed it.
Slasher, turn your
there we
camera
go.
off.
Yeah, just turn your camera off. That's all you gotta do. I should fix it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's
Whatever.
good to see you,
Don't
but
matter.
turn your camera off.
That it already didn't work before, so.
Okay, he's not necessarily
That's it.
wrong there. Okay.
Well, also it's past midnight. Usually, this is the time where my internet is not absolutely butt raping me. So let's see, 12:05.
Butt raping. That's
Celebrate the midnight hour.
You kidding me? That's the porn hour. I'm surprised your internet's not dead stopped.
God. Oh my goodness.
Seriously,
Any hour could be porn hour, to be honest.
That is true.
Midnight is the neighborhood porn hour.
My general porn hour is between 3 and 4.
AM or PM?
AM.
I don't know why he's all like, he's the one that brought this. He's like, I didn't mean to.
I'm sorry. Fixing other people's computer made me sick of porn.
Moira right
Oh,
now
wow.
looks like she's in. Moira right now looks like she's doing one of those like mafia like exposés where she's the
lights behind
she's
me. You
the
can't see me, and I just need like.
like
Oh, all right, hold on. I need to do something to change my voice. Hold on. So there I was in the alleyway, and they killed the guy. And so, I don't know. I just had to make something up off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
and then John God told me to do this.
Right?
John God told me to put him in the East River.
Yeah.
And he said, "That's the car while you're at it." Yeah.
Ooh,
That
something
is
sounds rough.
That's my mic.
It sounds like you're rubbing sandpaper on it. That's not good.
It's static.
Or you're ripping open a paper bag.
Right? Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, that could also be a thing. Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, LDG, that was, I think, my first coma. I've been in 2 comas.
Jesus
So,
Christ!
oh yeah, dude.
Wow.
There's people that
I
there's family members that look at me, and once they hear the stories of how I grew up, they're like, "How are you still alive?"
came into a dark part of the conversation. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Just trying to look out for a friend. He ain't feeling too hot right now. Sometimes talking it out helps.
Indeed. It helps with
Yeah.
my anxiety attacks.
I know someone who was beaten into a coma in Rikers Island.
Oh my god. Well, okay, that's kind of not a surprise, but I mean,
No.
it's still awful though. Oh my god.
Fucking Rikers?
He
No,
got
it's
a nice.
not.
He got a nice settlement after it though because they put him in the wrong facility, the wrong part of Rikers.
Well, I'm glad that some justice was done and he got some
Oh
compensation.
no, he's a total dick. He's a total dickhead, and he
Oh
reaps
no,
what he
he
sows.
may be a total dickhead, but that should not determine like.
Oh
like
yeah,
the
exactly.
Yeah, the prison should still do its protocols. It should still follow the law,
Yeah.
or else they're no better than
Yeah.
people they put in it.
I will say that. Yes.
So even if he is
Somehow-
a dick, I mean, justice should be served. I mean, think about it. We're all dicks at some point, you know.
Yeah. Some heroin addict came out of just some random room, came up behind him, and beat him into a coma with a fucking stool. And he was in a coma for about a week.
God, jeez, that. Wow.
Mm-mm.
I hope they put that dude in a different floor or whatever the hell they do with people who beat the shit out of people like that. Because yikes.
Yeah, but Rikers is that type of place where if you don't get your ass beat, be surprised about that.
Yeah. Also, Rikers is just holding. They just hold you there until they put you somewhere else.
I don't know enough about. The only thing I know about Rikers is it's mentioned on almost every cop show on television. That's it.
And a lot of rap songs too.
Fair enough. But I don't know much about it except I know it's a place where people are like imprisoned. That is all that I know.
Okay, this was the same person I was telling you about the other day who decided to get fucked up on angel dust and start screaming "All Lives Matter," and he was blocking buses on the street. This is the same person.
Wow.
So he's captain. He's the king of not learning his own, the lessons of his past.
Well, on the bright side, if he's on angel dust, he's probably not gonna feel that shit till tomorrow anyway. But wow. That's just special.
He's also the same person that burnt down the school auditorium while he was high on heroin when he was like 15 years old.
Wow.
He's led an interesting life.
I gotta say, I would like to have him as an experiment.
What the hell are you going to do experiments on?
There's different experiments. Well, there's different experiments I want to do on people. Not Joseph Mengele style or nothing.
He's already lobotomized, so you don't have to fucking...
What do you mean he's lobotomized?
He's self-lobotomized.
Wait.
I mean, just the nonsense that comes from him. I'm saying He's
Oh.
lobotomized without having to go through the procedure.
Yarg. Fuck.
Damn.
I know a lot of people like that. I know a lot of people like that.
That is holy shit. Don't know what to say to that.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck.
Yeah, him and his brother are fucking morons.
Oh. But yeah, there's like different experiments I kind of want to do on people, and like I don't know how I'm gonna find them. But it like yeah, like nothing
Craigslist.
painful.
Craigslist.
But like it's like, but like
Yeah,
people who are like for instance, in the early onsets of Alzheimer's, I would like to do experiments on them. For instance,
Wait till the launch of Project Prometheus. You'll be able to find whatever you want when you want.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure I could just put out a Craigslist ad and be like, "Are you in the early stages of dementia or someone you love or in care of? Well, I would like to try some stuff."
I would like to try some stuff.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna have to elaborate more after. I would like to try some stuff.
Bravo.
Yeah,
Fine. I would like to try some stuff,
what-
and we'll see if I can slow it down or like stop the damage.
You know what you would hear? You know what you would hear shortly after that?
Oh snap! Oh snap!
Oh boy.
If the FBI are knocking on your door, you might have ruffled the wrong feathers. I don't know, but
Yeah.
me trying to help people
I'd like-
should not have the FBI knocking on my door. But
I'd like
I'd be
to
like,
try
don't
some
y'all.
stuff
I'd be
on,
like,
on Alzheimer's
salty,
patients.
though.
I'd like to try some stuff.
well,
You know what? The
shit.
first time he played that FBI clip, it actually sounded like it was fucking FBI trying to knock down his fucking door. I was like, what the fuck is going on over
so
there?
funny. That's so funny. I love it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like there's a couple things I definitely want to like try, and I'm also going to experiment on myself as well.
Thank you, Allie.
Like,
It's always a pleasure to have you, my dear.
meow.
I hope you have a good night.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm glad to see I'm so entertaining, LGG. Thank you.
Dude, sorry.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
I know. Listen, I'm fucking with you. I'm trying to get a giggle out of you.
I know you are. I know you. I know.
JJ, you're always entertaining.
Thank you. I try to be. Have a good night,
This is
Allie.
fine.
Thank you for stopping in. I try to be. You know, sometimes it falls
Allie
on
is
deaf ears,
Allie is Dandelion.
Yes.
Have a good night, Dandelion. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, you know, I know sometimes my entertainment falls on deaf ears because you don't quite understand the highness that's coming from behind it. But I try.
Yeah.
And listen, man, if your internet can hold up, man, Wednesday night.
I also, if I'm at Mike's house, we'll come through, and me and Mike will have retro
that'd be-
subjects.
Yo, man, that would be great
I'll be
if
right
Mikey
back. I need to
could.
get my daughter's number from her.
Yes, ma'am. If Mikey could control himself a little bit.
No, he can't. No, he can't. You know he can't. He's
Hey,
very
it was
hyperactive. He's very hyperactive.
Hey, man, you know, it was just a suggestion, though, right? Come on, Mikey. But yeah,
No,
hey,
but he knows,
I don't care, Mikey.
He knows plenty of old school stuff that he can pick a subject and he knows plenty of old school stuff. He can pick a subject and go on about it.
Hey, Nancy, welcome back. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been talking to Tommy about it, and he said he was on board for doing one. And he came up with Wednesday night, so that's what's going on. We're gonna do a retro discussion Wednesday night. So yeah, if you feel like going over to Mikey's, and you know, y'all are welcome.
No, I'm just saying if he's gonna be hanging out Wednesday, because he always changes it. He lives 4 blocks away from me, and he acts like he lives 4 cities away from me.
Wow. He's like a drama queen. I mean, king or whatever.
No, not really. No, not really. He's not. He's just I don't know. He's. I mean, we're all weird in our own different ways.
Of course. Of course. You know, even I'm weird to some people. Too simple
So
for
am I.
some. You know.
And hello, Nancy. How you doing, Nancy?
Yeah, she stopped in earlier. She came back. I appreciate it. Thought Onzo was going to come in, but I guess he got called away.
I think they're still streaming.
Nah, if they were, Chris wouldn't have been here.
Oh, an Austinator. He was muted the whole time I tried to come on. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing good, Slash.
Nice
How are
meeting you.
Yeah, nice
Nice
meeting you
meeting
too. Yeah.
I always like meeting new people.
Oh damn, they are still
It
going.
was
Shit.
it's very interesting. It's very cool to get to talk to I think it's just a cool experience just talking to people that I haven't had the experience of meeting. And it's always good to hear, their points of view, and it always makes for fun conversation.
Man, they were talking boxing. What the hell?
That's how I met JJ. That's how I met JJ right here. Having these friggin' random, just late night, just shooting the shit, left and right conversations. That's how I met Moira over here. Well, when she comes back. That's how I met Moira. That's how I met a lot of people, just shooting the shit. That's how I met LDG.
Yo.
And I'm also learning, I think.
Yeah.
Learning what?
No, listen, Austin. YouTube is its own game. There are YouTube politics involved. Once you learn those politics, you could maneuver your way through it a lot easier. It's just finding your way. You're just now basically starting out, and you're doing a good job from what I can see. So just give it some time, give it some patience, but don't give up on it. If you give up on it, it'll be even harder to get back to where you were.
I always have this saying, for my channel, I just don't care. I always like to have a good time. I don't want to have it be I don't want it to make it feel like it's an obligation. I want it to feel like something I want to do. And with YouTube, it's a double-edged sword because on the one hand, it's fun, but then once you do it for a long period of time, it then starts to feel like a job. And then it becomes less fun, and it just starts getting to a point where it feels monotonous.
Right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, since I'm able to tell you pretty much face to face. I'll come on any stream you're doing if you want me on there, but only if I've got knowledge about what you're talking about. If I don't know nothing about it, I ain't about to embarrass myself.
Yeah, I offered that one time because usually if I see someone in the chat, I'm always like, hey, you want to jump on real quick or?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I appreciate it, really I do, but I had no knowledge of the topic, and I wasn't about to go up there and pretend that I did. I'm on Chris's weekly Rumble every once in a while. That's the only time I like practicing my bullshit artistry, because that's basically what it is.
Sorry.
You win if you're the best bullshit artist. So
Man, that raccoon moves fast, is all I'm saying.
That what?
That raccoon moves fast.
Where was there a raccoon?
Well, I went into my daughter's room. I'm hearing this weird ass noise. I'm like, what in the hell am I hearing? She goes, the raccoon in the attic again. So it must be attic stairs, and it makes quite a bit of noise bringing it down. And I go up there with this big ass flashlight, and I'm like, this better not be like a horror movie. And I'm looking around, and I don't see any of those little glowing eyes looking at me like you normally see when you have a flashlight on a raccoon. So he must have hauled ass and they heard those ladder stairs.
Don't go hurting yourself now.
I actually, weirdly enough, I did fall up there, but I was already kind of low to the ground, so it wasn't bad. But like, I was climbing up the ladder stairs, and I was on one hand and holding holding the flashlight with the other, and I lost my balance and fell over, and it hurt like just above my knee, where the ladder ends and the floor of the attic begins. I'm like, oh son of a bitch, I fell. Are you serious? But I was already like only like 8 inches off the ground, so I wasn't far. But kind of my legs a little sad. But the raccoon seems to be gone for the moment. I understand them wanting to hide from the cold and stuff, but I just wish they wouldn't make a bunch of racket in the process. Like, if you're gonna be squatting in the attic, just be quiet. They don't need to be sounding like they're scratching holes through the ceiling. That is unnecessary.
Boy, was a critter hunter.
Critter chaser. Like, get out of here, you little fur ass. And they can tell they're some well-fed raccoons. Like, holy shit, they got big old badonka butts.
Okay, why are you looking at their butts?
Because usually that's what I see when they're hauling ass, running away.
Big badonka butts. Oh my god.
They do, though. They got a big old shimmy butt. It's funny.
Pixels, you okay?
No.
Yeah, I'm fine, guys. Here, I'm sorry. Let me just take off the camera. Look like shit, don't I?
No, first off, all right, yeah,
like,
turning off the camera is going to magically make us like think, oh, he must be okay.
I just don't want to look like shit on the screen, man.
You don't look
good,
like
guys.
shit. You don't look the way you feel.
Which is a unique talent because I don't feel good most of the time, and I look great.
Oh, the problem.
I love your sass.
Muted myself.
JJ, you are very sparkling.
I drank
Oh my
so
God.
much water that I
You're a
feel
sparkling
better.
fella, JJ.
But now I feel like I have an aquarium in my stomach. I'm waiting for some fish to pop out of my throat.
That actually makes me queasy thinking about that. Woof.
It sounds like
Yeah,
what you need is a real good pee.
I'm waiting for that to happen.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, let me tell you what. Okay, in case you didn't know this, water is like a natural laxative, right?
Actually, magnesium sulfate is a natural.
Well, there's more than one natural. I'm just, back in the day, before all the drugs and pharmaceuticals, drink your water, drink your water.
Magnesium's a mineral that's natural, actually. It's actually really important in neuroscience, actually. Potassium and magnesium are one of the main things that help your brain work correctly. Your rest of your body as well.
Listen, you better listen to Mama Nancy.
Ooh, speaking of neuroscience, I'm excited. It says fundamentals of neuroscience available at Harvard for online. Ooh, that does sound fun. Yeah,
Are you
put that
kidding
in
me?
my maybe. Why? What's wrong with neuroscience?
I don't need you to analyze me.
That's psychiatry. That's psychiatry.
Okay.
Neuroscience is the way the brain works and functions.
Just don't take out a Craigslist ad saying you want to do experiments on Alzheimer's patients.
I would word it better. I would say that I have theories on something that might help slow it down with no side effects. It either works or it don't. Can't go wrong with that. It should not negatively interact with any medications being taken. Not at all.
Definitely work on the wording.
Don't Prometheus, I have mine.
Hey, is
Mine's
there
just more medicine.
does mushrooms come into play anywhere in there?
That would be phase 2 or 3.
Oh, okay.
That actually would be phase 2 or 3. The first thing to do is to stop the Alzheimer's from doing damage to the wiring and the synapse in the brain. If you can slow it down or stop it, then phase 2 or 3 would be to start repairing it. So I don't actually rule it out, but the first step would be to stop the problem in the first place or slow it down. Obviously.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. You got goals. I give you that.
And it's goals that want to help, the human race. And they are humans.
Okay, guys. I'm coming up on 3.5 hours here. I think I'm gonna start to wind
Holy
it down.
shit!
Yeah, dude.
Damn, you ran to almost 12:30. Holy shit!
Well, I do
I
that sometimes. The
haven't done
longest
that in
time
so
so
long.
far is 5 hours. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start close it down. I know you feel like shit, LDG. Anything you want to push out there?
Not just besides the usual guys. You know where to find me. LDG Pixels, Pixelate. I had a great stream today. One of the highest views I've had in a waiting room yet.
Damn right.
Literally number 3. The only thing that beat it was my hot sauce challenge.
Wow.
Yeah, so doing good, guys. Appreciate the support, and you know, I love you. Have any computer problems or questions? Hit me up, guys. And sounds like my voice is coming back finally. So maybe a good rest tonight. My voice will be restored, and I'll
Hydrate.
have a nice long rant tomorrow morning on the morning show.
Awesome. Alcinator, what you got for me?
You guys can find me on Twitter at the Austinator17. If you ever want to hit me up in my DMs, go ahead and do so. But if you don't have Twitter, that's a-okay. I also have Discord. You can find me on Discord at the Austinator. If you just want to hit me up in my DMs, that's perfectly fine. Also, I have a YouTube channel. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. I'm currently at 86. And, I'm basically a topic whore. I talk about everything and anything. I talk about Marvel, DC, some wrestling, video games. So I read fan fiction, if anybody's interested in that. Also, you can basically find me pretty much everywhere as well. You can find me on the Real Review 3000, Chris Knight's channel, either as part of the weekly wrap-up or the sometimes Mandalorian Roundtable. And you can also sometimes find me here on Randomness at its finest on Mondays on JJ's channel. And you can find me basically everywhere. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, man. He's a stream whore in training.
I just work a different corner. That's all.
Ooh.
It sounds like you work a few corners.
Red light distance here, red light district, different corners.
Damn, Moira.
Yeah.
He's easy,
That was
but
awesome.
he is not cheap.
No, he's going to college. He can't be cheap.
Right? Oh, what are you studying?
Computer science.
That's hot. Nice.
Hello,
Thank you.
cutie pie.
Sorry? What'd you say?
I think he was talking Smash Austinator.
Damn.
No, what was that? What was that sound?
That's
It was
Schwarzenegger.
Arnold.
Pie.
One more time.
Oh.
Hello, cutie pie.
Oh, meow. Oh, Ram. Okay.
All right, Moira. It's your turn. Let him know. Talk to him.
That little
I know
name
you-
tape right there, that's me, y'all.
I know you've been
Right
gone
now,
for a
I'm
little
just
bit,
stuck in a
but
depressed rut, so I ain't doing shit. But I do have some plans. I do have some ideas. So I don't know. I might actually do a few videos. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes.
definitely, I watch them all. They're all pretty creative.
And I'm at like under 3,000 hours. So like I'm like a little over halfway there. So if anybody just
Good deal.
wants to like go to sleep, put my shit on loop, you are welcome to.
Awesome. All right,
If not,
Slasher.
I
Here,
understand.
this is your turn. You know the spiel.
My spiel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
if I
on
want to do
YouTube.
it for you.
I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter. I do stuff on my own terms about shit that I like. There you go.
That's fair.
Yeah. Pretty simple. I like it.
Cool.
And
And he
ladies
brings
and
with him
gentlemen,
the sass of the Bronx with him.
Yeah,
yes.
the sass of the Bronx. Yes, because everyone in the Bronx is so sassy.
Well, they sound sassy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do movie watch parties. I have an occasional midnight stream where people just come
We
on and
talked a
talk
little
bullshit.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. I like to have fun and not to go on the internet and be a sour fucking to be a wet blanket bitch. That's basically don't be a wet paper towel bitch. And enjoy what you talk about. There you go.
There you go. I couldn't have said better myself.
I know.
And ladies and gentlemen in the chat, thank you for spending your evening with me.
Thank you for letting me come on. You're the man,
Oh
JJ.
man, no thanks necessary, bro.
It's not a party without y'all.
Yeah, no shit. You know, I enjoy all my viewers. I enjoy all my panelists. Y'all mean the world to me. I appreciate everybody for coming in tonight. Everybody on the panel, thank you for showing up. And with that, I'm gonna say good night. Say good night,
Good night.
Grayson.
Night.
Good night,